Kool Hits 105.7 and the Kool Hits Sports Network now presents the Raceland Rams in the state single-A football high school championship game. Today, Raceland takes on Pikeville for the single-A championship. Now, get ready for all the action as we head to Kroger Field in Lexington, Kentucky for the pregame show of the state single-A football championship game between Pikeville and the Raceland Rams.
And for the moment, a good morning I bid you from Lexington, Kentucky, high atop the press box here at Kroger Field as we welcome you in to countdown to kickoff on the Kool Hits Sports Network. James Carter, happy to have you along with us here on a gloomy and cloudy, misty rain still hanging around here over top of the stadium here in Lexington. But the teams are on the field going through their pregame warm-ups, and the final day of Class Single-A football has arrived as we turn the calendar to the final month of the 2023 year. This is a game that has been on the calendars for both teams all the way back since August. A rematch of last year's single-A championship that Pikeville won 41-9. That was their seventh championship. They're going for three in a row. It would be the second time in their school's history that they've done so. That was the first time under Howard Hilliard, the man the field is named after down there in Pikeville. He did it in 87, 88, and 89. Chris McNamee, he's been with the program two different occasions, first back in 2000. He was there for 5 years, came back in 2010, and has been there since. And he has 4 state championships, 2015, 19, 20, and 21 and 22. This is the 4th out of 5 consecutive seasons that the Panthers have been here on the biggest stage in Class Single-A. The Rams in back-to-back in their third trip, trying to become a bride and not a bridesmaid. This is a matchup that's a rematch back on week number 4, September the 8th, down in Pikeville. The Rams beat the Panthers 7-6. It was a game that both teams scored on their opening drives, and then the defense really settled in and kind of set the tone the rest of the way. Both teams have handled their competition through the postseason, Raceland with no trouble whatsoever, as they ended up with a first-round bye against Berea. So that held them off until they brought in Frankfort. They knocked off Frankfort 61-19, went to Lexington. Sayre took care of them 42-27, and then last week went down and laid a beatdown on the number 1 team in the RPI based on the computer ranking in Kentucky Country Day. That was 42-6. For Pikeville, they've had a little bit of a push last week when they had to get past Campbellsville. Campbellsville was the second-ranked team, and many think that they probably should have been the top-ranked team in Class Single-A, considering the fact that they had a better record and a head-to-head win against KCD. But they took care of business 28-21. Their postseason run started with Harlan 49-6, Williamsburg 42-0, Middlesboro 34-14, and then that win last week by 7 down in Campbellsville. Panthers will be in the maroons today. Raceland will be in the whites. And we have 48 minutes to decide on the final day of Class Single-A football who is the top team between these two storied programs. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll talk with head coach Mike Simmons. We'll break down the matchup with him and get you kind of locked in for what we're going to see between these two teams that are basically mirror images of each other. And I think that proved itself back on that September 8th meeting down in Pikeville. That's as we continue our coverage here on Countdown to Kickoff on the Kool Hits Sports Network.
Quality Marathon gasoline, great monthly specials on snacks and beverages, and fantastic service. Those are the qualities of Clark's Pump and Shops. You'll find a Clark's Pump and Shop near you in the Bluegrass State and beyond. And Rick and Brent Clark want you to know that they take pride in giving you the best prices and service, and they thank you for your patronage. Clark's Pump and Shops are a division of the John W. Clark Oil Company. Clark's Pump and Shops. Return, refresh, refuel.
There's a lot of places to invest your money and no shortage of advice, but I think a lot of these get-rich-quick schemes are good ways to get broke quick. That's why I like the CDs at my bank. Guaranteed, insured.
Great rates, plus the comfort of knowing your CDs are guaranteed and insured. That's First of People's Bank. For all your banking needs, see the good folks at First of People's Bank, the home office, Member Equal Housing Lender, FDIC.
If you're looking for a complete discount pharmacy with old-fashioned service and excellent prices, look no more. Since 1979, Stultz Pharmacy has provided our area with the finest in pharmacy care. 24-hour emergency prescription service, free delivery, and drive-through service for prescriptions. Stultz Pharmacy continues to fill all of your expectations. They carry a nice selection of gift items. For hometown service, see the professionals at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup. More than you expect from a pharmacy.
Stultz Pharmacy. Doubt, stress, anxiety, frustration. That was yesterday. Today is your day to get back on track to a brighter future. At Ashland Community and Technical College, we're open and ready to help now. With ridiculously affordable, amazingly flexible classes that can lead to highly paid positions in IT, healthcare, and more. The real world's tough, but not as tough as you. Visit kctcs.edu/findyourcareer.
The Greenup County Public Library System is the best. Read the latest bestsellers in large print, regular print, or audio CDs. You can also check out movies or place a hold on a book on our website or call one of the library locations to place a hold. There are community meeting rooms available by reservation at all locations for clubs and organizations. And be sure to check out the Jesse Stewart Collection at the Greenup County branch. Check them out on Facebook and Twitter.
Back on countdown to kick off on the Kool Sports Network. We're going to Coach Mike Salmon. Coach, this is the ultimate goal. You put it on the calendar at the beginning of the season, December 1st, when we play football. You're one of the last two teams standing Class League away.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you pinch yourself. It takes a lot to get here. You gotta be good. You gotta be lucky. You gotta stay healthy. A lot of things gotta go your way. And I think what people don't realize is how much sacrifice it takes. Not only for players, but most certainly players, but your staff, and administrative staff, and you like the last 2 years we played 3 seasons, and so that's the expenses and more reps for young guys is extremely valuable. At the same time, it comes at a price, and so. We're just very thankful and grateful to be here, excited for the opportunity. I think the familiarity helps our guys, and I would expect us today to really be a little bit more business-like than maybe what we've been here in the past.
That's what I was going to say. Back in 2017, that was the first time ever. Last year, maybe still a little bit starstruck. How much have you seen the difference from last year to this year in the preparation of making the trip down, getting ready to go today, everything ready for the game?
Yeah, just really, really just like on business-like, just trying to get to the next phase, not really worrying about this. 17 was pandemonium, first of all. Last year, I thought we were kind of locked in. We had such a poor start. We gave up a touchdown the first play of the game, had a chance to score, and then we turned it over. And the way the half ended, it would just suck this, drain the energy. So I think these guys, 16 seniors, been here before. There was no secret this was the goal before it started. We don't talk about it. We stay in the moment and try to be where our feet are and want to do the same thing today. But at the end of the day, they expect to get back on the stage. And I think when you have those expectations, you have a different mindset. And I would be the most surprised guy in the stadium if that's not on display today.
You guys departed yesterday around noon. You stopped there in Clark County. A familiar name there with Coach Jericho. Give you a place to kind of do a walkthrough. What did you like about what you saw this week in preparation from the team through practice? A couple of cold days out that you had to work through on Monday and Tuesday, but then yesterday and walkthrough.
Yeah, yesterday was a nice warmer day, so we could. Some of the stuff we touched on Monday and Tuesday, it was quite chilly, but yesterday was out there a little bit longer than normal. You got out of town and kind of got away from everybody, and we was a little bit even outside of Lexington, so there was nothing there for us in the white line. So guys had a good time running around, sun was shining, and I thought we were sharp. We could time on our assignments, and guys with the adjustments of game plan. And I think our guys at this point, want the game plan, go through it, identify and fix mistakes, let's get on to payday. And that's kind of who we are and what we've been all year. And I think they're really excited to play.
You look at what you guys have been able to achieve from week one until where you are now. There was a lot of new faces on that entire offensive line. New receivers for Logan to try to figure things out. Some new pieces in the puzzle. Everybody seems like they're locked in and kind of know what their role is from this point.
Yeah, we had some pieces back with Logan, some running backs. Parker was back. He was in a new role in the sense he was a featured receiver, but also a starting defensive player. And so we just had the guys had to kind of fit into their roles, and then we went through some injuries. Austin got hurt for a while. A couple offensive line, defensive linemen go through some injuries. So I think, it's kind of next man up mentality. Guys kind of move around, shuffle around, get the next man in there, and whatever it takes to move the thing forward. But I think now the receivers I think last week all 3 guys got balls, if I'm not mistaken. I know they include the running backs in the past game, but those guys really got comfortable with Logan. He's got comfortable with them. kind of knowing where they're going to be. Obviously, his relationship with Parker is special. You know, they kind of have a little, they kind of know where each other's going to be all the time. At the same time, you know, he's going to be identified today. So Iceland and Rousey and whoever else on the edge for us, like I said, they'll make some plays, you know, within the pass game.
More with Coach Cam as we continue right after this on the Kool Sports Network.
JD Flooring, 2017 Ashland Road Greenup, has been family-owned and operated for over 30 years, featuring top-of-the-line material, guaranteed installation, and absolutely no one can beat JD Flooring's price. Need to replace your current flooring in one room or the entire house? Call JD Flooring in Greenup, 606-473-0411 for a free estimate. A call can get your house ready for any occasion. You'll absolutely love your new flooring from JD Flooring, 2017 Ashland Road, Greenup.
I'm April Perry, the CEO of Kentucky Farmers Bank. On average, our employees have been with Kentucky Farmers Bank for over 10 years, and that is important to you and us. We want you to know who you are dealing with. Whether you are financing a new home, buying a car, or remodeling your kitchen, Kentucky Farmers Bank is the better bank for all your needs.
Kentucky Farmers Bank, the better bank for all your financial needs since 1931. Located in Ashland, Summit, and Catlettsburg. KentuckyFarmersBank.com. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
I like having choices. I especially like to have choices when it comes to my insurance. As a trusted choice agency, Ron LeMaster Insurance provides choices for their customers every day. You get choices in the company's products, coverage, and prices that best fit your individual needs. Choosing to do business with a trusted choice agency like Ron LeMaster Insurance means you get their pledge of professional and courteous service. Ron LeMaster Insurance, your trusted choice agency.
Distinctive Specialties is celebrating over 30 years of serving area schools and businesses, and DSI wants to thank all the many customers who have made their businesses successful. DSI is located just down from Raceland High School. All the folks at DSI want to wish the Rams the best of luck. And don't forget, DSI can take care of all your screen, printing, vinyl, and embroidery needs. That's Distinctive Specialties, located at 511 Greenup Avenue at Raceland. Call 833-5551 or go to superkeys.com and be sure to find them on Facebook. Go Rams from Distinctive Specialties.
General Heating and Air in Flatwoods has been serving the tri-state since 1968, providing residential and commercial HVAC systems by installing quality York products. Isn't it time that you've had the peace of mind in your home knowing the quality work that York products provide? Call General Heating and Air in Flatwoods today, 606-836-8143. Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 4:30, closed on the weekend. General Heating and Air, keeping the tri-state comfortable for over 50 years.
Back with Coach Salmon, and Coach, you look at the game plan today and you look at Pikeville. It's almost like a mirror image when you guys look at each other. It's no secret. Both teams are going to try to go out and establish a run. And again, on an ugly day with some rain, some slippery conditions, that's the possession of the football is going to be very key.
Yeah, I mean, this is playoff football, right? I mean, you can't control the weather. You just take it as you may, and it's supposed to be a little chilly. After all, it's the first day of December. I don't know if it's winter time or not. I assume it. I don't know how the solar calendar works. I suppose it probably is. I'll look at the calendar after this week, I guess. But, you know, again, you got to value the ball. You got to be able to run the ball. You got to be able to stop the run. You got to value the ball. And if we can do those things today, when the 48 minutes is over, if we stay in the moment, don't get scoreboard watch, all that type of stuff, we'll be happy with it anytime.
You look at both teams, their primary running backs, the Anthony kid for Pikeville, Wallace for you guys. They've had their best 2 games of the season the last 2 weeks. What do you like when you see numbers like that of telling you those running games are both locked?
Yeah, I mean, there's no secret that's their guy, and there's no secret who our guy is. And I think we both may have the same approach. Like, we're trying to get there, and we're trying to get there healthy. So when we go through the season, not to say those guys aren't used or aren't featured, but they're not maybe leaned on as much what they've been on when you start leaning on elimination football. And today, the last day of the season, some guys last day of their career. So those are their guys for each respective team. And I would expect both of them to play very, very inspired football today. And again, whatever offensive line can really get in there and try to establish itself against the front seven, we'll get the running back the best chance to have some success.
Both quarterbacks, they were on display here last year. The Duty kid from Pikeville and Logan from you guys. You look at their numbers, almost mirror image. Both of them very efficient in the passing game, around about 65%, and they take care of the ball.
Yeah, both, good size, above average size, high school quarterback, very strong arm, very, very physical stature type quarterbacks. I don't know necessarily if they're elusive with their feet, but they make plays with their feet. But they got, plus arms for high school. And I think both of them have by now they both, Duty's the second year, so he's 30 starts, and Lundy's on his 40-some starts. So they have such really familiar with their offenses and what their head coaches want, what their team needs for them. And, they'll have to lead the charge. Lundy will have to lead the charge for us today and really kind of be the leader of that offense to get guys where they need to be. And at some point today, let's just call it what it is. Quarterbacks have to make throws. And so, we feel confident we'll be able to step up and make throws, and our guys make plays to catch in the best game.
You look at that game back in week number 4, a 7-6 game, and it was a defensive struggle throughout the ballgame after 2 explosive home runs that happened right out of the gate. What do you take away from that game, if anything, that you put yourself in preparation for this afternoon?
Well, 3 months ago, first of all, it's just a couple days shy of 3 months. So, long time. Both football teams are totally different. Both football teams have grown exponentially. I think you can learn some things about personnel, who, maybe how fast this guy is, or how physical that guy is, or how big this guy is, that type of thing. But other than that, there's not much from it other than you just drawing the experience. First of all, you were in an adverse condition. We were able to play through it and move on. But listen, this is a totally different challenge. There's no gold trophy back in September. The day's a totally different element.
How much do you go back and look at the game from last week when they played Campbellsville as more of the scout than what you did in that game back in September?
Yeah, you just kind of try to look at the whole, I think. But no doubt, you try to look at recently. No matter what you do in life, what you do recently is kind of who you are. If you're on a good diet, or you're throwing the ball, running the ball, whatever you've been doing recently is kind of who you are. And so I'm sure they'll do the same to us and see what you've done well. So you try to take that away and manage that as best you can, and force teams to play left-handed, so to speak. And then at the end of the day, it's about guys stepping up making plays.
You look at defensively, both teams kind of a lot of familiarity. They lead through their linebacking core very fast from the middle of the field to the sidelines, and they take away those cutting lanes that those running backs and those quick guys like to get.
Yeah, again, this is the state finals. You don't luck into getting. You may get some luck along the way, but it's a really good football team. They got a really good defense, really good football team. We've got the same. So you just got to try to take advantage when you can. When you try to get those second levels, you got to try to make throws and catches. And again, at some point, when things break down, people have to step up and make plays, and that's what today's all about.
Third time's the charm this afternoon?
That's obviously the ultimate goal. We're just going to try to stay in the moment, be where our feet are, put our best foot forward 48 minutes. If we do that, then we can run the ball and value the ball. I feel certain we'll be happy with that.
Coach, good luck. We'll talk to you after the game. Coach, just for sure. Hey, Coach Mike Salmon's joining us here in pregame coverage. We'll continue our coverage as we come back to Kroger Field on Countdown to Kickoff on the Kool Sports Network.
Not only is State Senator Robin Webb proud to support and congratulate our youth in all their endeavors in and out of the classroom, but your State Senator Robin Webb is also proud to support and work for all the adults in her district. Robin Webb strives to put forth the best for youth and adults alike. Whether it's in Frankfort or here at home in her district, know that Robin Webb puts you first in all of her decisions she makes. State Senator Robin Webb strives harder every day to make Kentucky a better place to work, live, and have fun.
Sargent's Wholesale Tires now has 2 locations to better serve the tri-state. Stop by their Hoods Creek Pike store next to Aldi's, or check out their new location at 4560 13th Street. You'll find incredible deals on tires for most cars, trucks, and SUVs. Sargent's deals with every tire company, and if they don't have what you're looking for, they can have it in just a couple of days. Don't miss the incredible savings on tires for cars, trucks, and SUVs at Sargent's Wholesale Tires, Hoods Creek Pike next to Aldi's, and now located at 4560 13th Street in Ashland.
Want to keep your firearms and valuables safe and out of harm's way? Borders Sporting Goods has the area's greatest selection of Liberty safes with a wide range of sizes, styles, and colors. And Borders also has the Tri-State's best and most complete selection of firearms, hunting supplies, fishing supplies, archery supplies, knives, camo, and boots. From the smallest fishing hook to the largest Liberty safe, the best brands, best selection, and best prices in the Tri-State are at Borders Sporting Goods, Route 60 West in Ashland, where your money will be well spent.
Double Drizzle on Route 60 Ashland is your home for award-winning desserts. Just in time for fall and the holidays, Double Drizzle has several varieties of fudge, brownies, peanut butter balls and bars, potato candy, cookies, pinwheels, dozens of cupcake flavors, Oreo truffles, almond joy bites, even dog-friendly pupcakes. Go online to see it all. DoubleDrizzleSweetTreats.com. Open Tuesday through Friday from 8 to 5:30 and Saturday 8 to 2. Closed Sunday and Monday. Call 606-928-CAKE for Double Drizzle, Route 60 Ashland.
Hello, I'm Ron McLeod with City National Bank. We're very proud to invest in our communities where our customers live and work through fundraising, volunteering, and supporting community events. Now with even more branches and ATMs to serve our Kentucky communities with award-winning customer service, City National Bank is ranked number 1 in customer service satisfaction by J.D. Pierce and Associates. City National Bank, member of FDIC.
Back at Kroger Field in Lexington as we get you set for countdown to kickoff between Raceland and Pikeville in the Class Single A State Championship game. James Carr, happy to have you along with us here on this cloudy and gloomy day in Lexington. This 1st of December, as these two teams, they just seem like they're magnetic energy. North and South Poles have just come together at the biggest stage possible. And that's where we find ourselves with today. As Raceland 11-3, Pikeville 11-2. A lot has changed, certainly, since these two teams hooked up back in the Week 4 matchup down in Pikeville. It was the first time since 1957 that the Rams had beaten Pikeville in Pikeville. Now, the interesting thing, this is the 19th all-time meeting between the two. Raceland a 6-11-1 record against the Panthers. They've only beaten Pikeville back-to-back twice, and that came over a span of 4 seasons. They did it in 2013, and then the Rams did not play Pikeville anymore until that semifinal matchup that the Rams kicked themselves to the state title game back in 2017 off the foot of Luke Remastered. That was a 14-3 win in 2013, a 17-14 and 17. Pikeville had won 5 consecutive until Raceland snapped that streak with that win back in September. For the Panthers, again, it's their numbers speak for themselves. They've got 7 championships to their name. 3 of those consecutive, 87, 88, 89 under Howard Hilliard. Chris McNamee, who is the head coach now, has been with the team for a total of 20 seasons. He's working on his 14th and his second stint. He took back over the program back in 2010 with a record of 146-40 on this stint here. But championships in 15, 19, 21, and 22. The only time they've missed it over the last 5 seasons is back in 20. That's when they felt a hazard in the postseason. But last week, maybe a little bit of a scare for the Panthers. They were up 6-0 at the half. Brendan Anthony punched one in for 6, and that gave them a 2-score lead. And then on the first play on the ensuing drive for the Campbellsville, a pick 6 by Anthony, and all of a sudden it's 21-0 Pikeville. And then boom, boom, Campbellsville gets 2 touchdowns, and it's a football game. It was a 21-14 trailing by the Campbellsville Tigers, and then Pikeville gets a score, makes it a 2-score game. Campbellsville cuts it back to a 1-score game. They had the ball, 4th and goal inside the 5 that could have tied the game at 28, and they come up short. Raceland last week, no problems with Kentucky Country Day. They flexed their muscle in a big way. And the top team in the computer ranking of Class Single A took one on the chin, 42-6. It was the most points they had given up all season, the fewest points they had scored since the 2020 state championship game. Raceland sent a message. Logan Lundy was very efficient, 12 of 17 for 277 yards, 3 passing touchdowns. Noah Wallace rushed for 128. He has had his best 2 games in back-to-back games over the last 2 weeks. Rushing for 128 last week with a touchdown. He went for 210 in a career high in the win over Sayre in that quarterfinals matchup down in Lexington on that rainy night, which the Rams put up 437 rushing yards that night. 69 snaps, they ran it 63. And it was just one of those deals that they said, we're lining the football up, stop us if you can, and Sayre couldn't find an answer. But today, the matchup that we're going to see, it's going to be what can Noah Wallace and Brendan Anthony do for their respective teams. Anthony, the 5'10", 180-pound junior tailback for the Panthers, comes into the game, 112 carries, 1,181 yards, 17 touchdowns. He's averaging about 107 a contest. But he's had 3 games this season over 200 yards, 2 of those in the postseason. 296 in the win over Middlesboro, 248 last week against Campbellsville. He also got 206 against Belfry back in the regular season. How much can he play into a part? And I think it's no secret, and we talked with Coach Sammons, and he said the same thing. It's no secret. Both of these teams want to line up and establish the run. But you're going to have to throw the football at some point, and both teams have stellar quarterbacks to do so. Isaac Duty, the senior, this is his second go-around on the big stage. He was there last week, 9 of 10 for 123 yards. He's very efficient through the passing attack, nearly 69% of his passes for completion, 1,244 yards, 13 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. In his career, 34 touchdowns, only 3 picks. Last year, he only threw 1 with throwing 21 touchdowns. On the other side of things, Logan Lundy and his storied career here, now 40-plus starts with the Raceland Rams. His numbers speak for themselves. 6,274 yards, 83 touchdowns, 25 interceptions. Last year, he went 11 of 27, 159, and a score. And you kind of dial back last year, and it was so easy to think that there were 3 plays that really set the tone for the outcome of that football game. Obviously, the first play from scrimmage, Blake Birchfield goes 85 yards to the house. Raceland had an opportunity to score. A penalty takes it back. They had to settle for a field goal. Then a fumble gives Pikeville a 2-score lead, and it was looking like it was going to be 14-3 going in. And then Pikeville had one final play there before halftime, and Isaac Duty launches one into the far side end zone, and his receiver goes up, makes the catch. Parker Fannin tries to swat it away, and as he comes down, lands awkwardly on his arm, dislocates his elbow, and it's 21-3 at halftime. And you lose your starting wide receiver out on the edge, one of your big defenders, too. So we'll see how things play out. We'll take our final break. When we come back, we'll meet our starting lineups and get you ready for kickoff here from Kroger Field, the Class Single-A State Championship game on the Kool Sports Network.
Immunizations are a vital part of your health. Ram Pharmacy now offers a complete line of immunization services. In addition to regular and high-dose flu shots, Ram Pharmacy offers Shingrix, the new shingle shot, as well as Pneumovax to prevent pneumonia in persons 65 and older, and now accepts Ohio Medicaid with free delivery to Ironton. Call 606-836-RAMS. That's 606-836-7267. Ram Pharmacy, 719 Greenup Avenue, Raceland, your friend in Christ, helping you with all your health care needs, offering free delivery in Boyd and Greenup counties.
Have you had it with your existing heating and cooling system? Well, now is the time to invest in a new one before the frigid cold days of winter arrive. And you know the place to go is Cadco Heating and Cooling, 2181 Winchester Avenue in Ashland. They have been in business for over 30 years and offer the best service, installation, and fair, affordable prices. Give Cadco a call and see what they can do for you. Or visit online at cadcohvac.com. Meeting the Tri-State's heating and cooling needs for 30 years, it's Cadco Heating and Cooling, 2181 Winchester Avenue in Ashland.
From hand-cut steaks to fall-off-the-bone ribs, Texas Roadhouse has something for everyone. Visit TexasRoadhouse.com or download the Texas Roadhouse mobile app to get on the wait list or place an order to go online. Fresh baked bread with honey cinnamon butter will melt in your mouth. At Texas Roadhouse, order their legendary catering for your next event. Texas Roadhouse, 501 Winchester Avenue, across from the Ashland Town Center Mall. Texas Roadhouse will help you support your local school.
Kimberly Perry, Rhonda Potter, Sharon Stevens, and Judy Jennings salute the Raceland Rams. No one plays harder than the Rams. Congratulations, Raceland, on your outstanding season and making the playoffs. Again, congratulations and best of luck from Kimberly Perry, Rhonda Potter, Sharon Stevens, and Judy Jennings. Go Rams, go!
Serving the communities of Raceland and Worthington since 1928, Raceland schools have been a beacon of learning and growth in the Tri-State. A private school education at a public school price. Raceland's distinguished schools are a caring place where students can learn and grow. Committed to the future, Raceland's academic and arts programs rank among the top in the state, and test scores are among the highest in the area. Oh yeah, our football team isn't too bad either. We are Raceland, and this is home.
Back here in Lexington, both teams coming out of their respective end zones and taking the field. So we've got our captain's meeting and the coin toss, and we'll be ready for football here this afternoon. This afternoon's game is brought to you in part by Kurt Robinson State Farm Insurance. Kurt can take care of all your insurance needs, home, health, and vehicle. That's Kurt Robinson State Farm Insurance. All first downs are brought to you in part by Red 8 RX Pharmacy. For all your pharmaceutical needs, see the good folks at Red 8 RX Pharmacy in Greenup. Touchdowns and Orange Zones trip brought to you by Dr. Shannon Johnson at Johnson Chiropractic. When joining muscle pain slow you down, let Doc get your body realigned. 606-473-5151. And all timeouts brought to you by Music and Miller Funeral Home in Greenup and Ashland, where they've been family operated for 70 years. Call 606-473-0099 in Greenup, 606-324-2141 in Ashland, or visit them at mfhfuneralhome.com. Our weather today is brought to you in part by Ram Pharmacy on Greenup Avenue in Raceland. They can help you with all your pharmaceutical needs, vaccinations, and so much more. Give them a call, 606-836-7267. That's 836-RAM. 47 degrees, cloudy skies with a misty rain. South winds 5 to 10 miles an hour. You can kind of watch the uprights and see the flags swirling away. Elias Jackson, Parker Fannin, Brody Austin, and Campbell, the captains for the Rams. They'll be in the black bottoms, white tops with the orange lids. Pikeville in the maroon jerseys, white bottoms, and the white lids. Rams have won the toss. The Raceland wants the football, so our final handshake's at midfield, and we're ready to get things underway. Our officiating crew for this afternoon's matchup. Our referee is Victor Bush, umpire Mike Helton, lineman Anthony Beard, line judge J.D. Lynn, back judge Tommy Adams, side judge Andrew Dyer, and field judge is Christy Cohn. Let's pause real quickly for station identification. This is Raceland Rams football on the Kool Sports Network.
WLGC-FM, Greenup.
This is obviously what you play for to get to this point of the season, and both teams make no mistake about it. This is everything on a year that you put together, all the sacrifices, everything that you go through to get yourself to that part of the year. This is what it all comes down to, is this stage right here. As it has been all season long, Brody Austin and Isaac Browning back deep to return. Keaton Looney will tee it up. He'll kick it from left to right as I view it on the near side hash mark. The left-footed kicker gets the signal to play. And a little pooch kick as Austin will run under the ball at the 17-yard line. Makes a man miss, gets across the 30. And a good return there by Brody Austin, as the Rams will have good field position to start things off, 1st and 10. Inside their own 35-yard line. Looks like they're going to put him around the 37, I believe. Now checking. Now they're going to say he was tripped up back at the 33. So 1st and 10 for the Ramblers. And here comes Logan Lundy and his crew. Noah Wallace starts in the backfield. Staying in that 2 extra back look with 2 H-backs, Lundy in a pistol set. The take to give to Wallace. Wallace works off right edge and gets met in the hole there. Sam Wright leading the charge. Wallace will pick up a gain of 1 on 1st and 10. So 2nd down 9, ball right between the hash marks here on the 2 different colored striped green turf playing surface here at Kroger Field. 3 hats across the line for the Panthers. Rams will flip the set. They'll move the 2 H-backs to the left side this time. Now 4-man walk up. Now they'll switch it to the right. Lundy takes, turns, gives it off to Wallace. Wallace trying to bounce it to the outside, gets across the 35. Nice run there by Wallace. Deontay Stevens making the stop. He'll get out to the 37. It'll be 3rd down. Gain of 3, 3rd down and 6. Raceland, 49% of the time on 3rd down they've converted this season, 64 of 130. Trips wide to the left for the Rams. Fannin to the boundary right. Lundy wants to throw on 3rd down. Floats it across near side. That was swatted down. Jackson Wilkerson got his big mitts up and threw it down to the ground. They were trying to run the drag across. They had it wide open if they could get it, but the pass ball is incomplete and brings up 4th down, and the Rams will have to punt it away. This will be the first time the Rams have tried to punt the football since the last game of the regular season. That was against LCA. Parker Eisen gets the ball away. Gets a good bounce and tumbles across the 30, the 25, and it'll be down at the 24-yard line. Now they're going to say, no, he touched it at the 25. So a good kick there by Eisen. So 38-yard kick, no return. 10:25 to go here in the opening quarter, and here comes Isaac Duty and his Panthers for their first series on offense. They went straight for the home run ball in the meeting back in the regular season. They're going to Twins look on the near side hash mark. The take to give to Anthony. Anthony works it off left edge, and then Noah Wallace saws him in half off the edge as he gets free for a moment, but he'll pick up one. Second down, 9. Anthony did not play in that matchup when the Rams and the Panthers met back in September. Last week, 26 carries, 248 yards, 3 touchdowns, including a defensive touchdown for his 4th, which was a pick 6 out of the locker room that opened up a 3-score lead. Duty in a double-barrel shotgun look now. Play action, wants to throw, wants to go for the home run ball, coming near sideline, trying to get it to his man. And pass interference comes late as they were going for Braden Hall. Brody Austin got tangled up with him at the 35-yard line. And our first penalty marker of the ball game will give the Panthers the first down of the ball game with a pass interference call. You have to wonder, too, on that play, how much was that ball a catchable ball? It was well over the head of Hall. But instead, it'll move the football up to the 42-yard line, right between the hash marks, just below the UK logo at midfield. An offset pistol look now for Duty. Hand off Anthony. Anthony bounces off one man, gets out into open space, and he's got reservations for 6. No one's going to catch him as he goes 58 yards to the house, and Pikeville scores first. .9:26 to play here in the opening period. The Panthers find the end zone on their first series as Anthony goes to the house for his 18th rushing touchdown this season and makes it 6-0. Looney out for the extra point attempt. And we get a penalty marker flies, and we get an offside on Raceland. I'll see if Chris McNamee decides that he wants to still kick, or if they're going to decline the penalty and keep the ball spotted where it is, and that's what they're looking like they're going to do. Looney on the season, 31-37. Ball is up. And it's good. 7-0 our score. Pikeville in front. 9:26 to go in the first. Back after this on the Kool Sports Network.
Quality Marathon gasoline. Great monthly specials on snacks and beverages and fantastic service. Those are the qualities of Clark's Pump and Shops. You'll find a Clark's Pump and Shop near you in the Bluegrass State and beyond. And Rick and Brent Clark want you to know that they take pride in giving you the best prices and service, and they thank you for your patronage. Clark's Pump and Shops are a division of the John W. Clark Oil Company. Clark's Pump and Shops. Return, refresh, refuel.
There's a lot of places to invest your money and no shortage of advice, but I think a lot of these get-rich-quick schemes are good ways to get broke quick. That's why I like the CDs at my bank. Guaranteed, insured.
Great rates, plus the comfort of knowing your CDs are guaranteed and insured. That's First of People's Bank. For all your banking needs, see the good folks at First of People's Bank, the home office. Member Equal Housing Lender, FDIC.
7-0 Pikeville, 9:26 to go here in the opening quarter as the kickoff goes out of bounds. So the Rams will take over on their own 35-yard line. 2 plays, 75 yards, 58 seconds. It takes the Panthers. They got 2 plays from scrimmage and the pass interference call that gave them the 15. But Brendan Anthony, 2 touches, 58 yards, 50 on the 58 on the big touchdown run there. And Rams having to play from behind after going 3 and out, and then the Panthers just going right down the field on the big run by the tailback. Wallace in the left pocket of Lundy from the gun. 3 hats across the line. They'll move Wallace out in the flat. They'll swing it out to him. Wallace finds a crease, sticks a foot in the turf, cuts back near side. He's got an opening across midfield. He goes, and into Panthers territory. Deontay Stevens just saved 6. But what a run there by Noah Wallace as the Rams take it down inside of Pikeville territory to open up their second drive of the ball game. Take him down to the 45. That's a gain of 20. That gain gives the Rams their first down of the ball game. That first down brought to you by Red 8 RX Pharmacy. Two receivers right and a tight end attached. 4 hats across the line for the Panthers. The take to give. That's to Browning. A dive run up the gut. And he'll get out down to the 42-yard line on a gain of 3. We'll make a second. Get 2nd and 7. On the gain of 3 there by the senior. Last year, 8 carries for 32 yards in the loss here. Lundy play action, keeps it himself, and pinballs off of a man and in right into the arms of Jackson Wilkerson, the senior defensive tackle. Gain of 1 brings up 3rd down. Ball closer to the near side hash marks. That's the Pikeville sideline. Inside of 8 minutes to play here in the opening period. Pikeville leading 7-0 on this gloomy afternoon here in Lexington. Twin set for Lundy. Browning in his right pocket. 3 hats across the line for the Panthers. Lundy wants to throw, rolling out right. Tucks it and pulls it down. Penalty marker flies. Logan Lundy dives forward. This one's probably coming back for a hold as where the infraction is on the field. It is a hold against the Rams. Our white hat today, Victor Bush. We'll check in with him as soon as Lundy got the edge. The yellow hanky came flying out. So the second foul on the Rams on the season, averaging only 5 for 51. So they got it from the spot of the foul, which moves it back to the 48 of the Rams. To make it 3rd down and 17. Again, this is almost like mirror image of what happened last season. Rams had a good drive going and a play that comes up, and they get a costly penalty. Lundy dumps it off near side. Phantom makes the catch in the near side flat of the 44 across the 43, and then is pushed out of bounds. See where they're going to spot the football. They've got another penalty marker on the field. And this was against Pikeville. So they'll take Fannin down to the 47, and then a personal foul on the back end of that against the Panthers, and takes it down to the 27-yard line. So So the gain of 10 gives it another red 8 RX Pharmacy first down, and the Rams now knocking on the orange zone door. Lundy gives it off to Browning. Browning slips forward and gets to the 25. So make it second down and 8 after the gain of 2 by the senior. Approaching 6 minutes left to go. Rams at the 25-yard line of the Panthers near side hash mark. Down 7-0, but driving here on their second drive of the ball game. Lundy with 2 blockers in the backfield and then heavy set. They'll pitch it out to Wallace. Wallace surveying for a seam. Goes right up the far side seam, trying to follow Logan Lundy. He's only going to get a gain of 1 to down to the 24. It's going to bring up another third down. Be third down and 7 for the Rams. Same set, 2 H-backs to the right. Wallace in a pistol. Play action Lundy. Surveying, going for the home run ball. Looking in the back of the end zone, and it's incomplete. Overthrows Braden Webb in double coverage down the far side seam. Fourth down. If the Rams elect to go for it here, it looks like the offense is staying on the field. Rams on the season, 48% of the time have converted on fourth down. 3 receivers wide left, 1 to the right. Lundy on fourth down and 7. Surveying left, brings it near side, has his man at the 20. He cuts back in at the 15 and gets upended there. That's Parker Fannin, who moves the stick for another red 8 RX Pharmacy first down as the Rams get down inside the Johnson Chiropractic orange zone. Really nice play there by the Rams, as it'll get a gain of 10 and take it down to the 14. Nice sustained drive here by the Rams. 8th play coming up on this snap. Inside of 5 to play in the opening period. Michael still in that 3-down lineman set. 3 linebackers, Lundy. Handoff Wallace. Wallace dives off left or right tackle, and they get swallowed up after picking up a couple. Take him down to the 12. Second down, 8. I think this is key for the Rams. If they can continue to mount long sustained drives, but you cannot come up with empty points. You have to have touchdowns to match on the other side of things. Lundy, quick out, near side. Waller wants to throw. He's got a man wide open in the back of the end zone, and it's caught. No, it's intercepted, excuse me. Sam Wright ran it down. They did the trickery. As Sam Wright runs under the pass, and Waller's pass gets intercepted, and the Rams, just as I mentioned, come up empty. Had the pass play set up perfectly. They were looking for Parker Fannin, and Wright runs right underneath it and hauls it in for the pick. So the Panthers will take over on their 20, and the handoff to Anthony goes nowhere. Second down 10. And that's just a back-breaking blow right there by the Rams. You show a little bit of trickery, and again, maybe trying a little bit too much there early on, taking the ball out of your quarterback's hands. It was set up perfectly, but Waller's throw needed to lead him more toward the sideline. He threw it right back into the defense and let Wright get a break on it and make a nice play in the end zone. So 7-0 on the turnover. Second down 10 for the Panthers. Duty pulls it down, wants to run, and gets upended as he goes right up the gut as Jackson Heighton takes his legs out from underneath him and brings up third down. Not something that you typically will see from Isaac Duty. Not much of a running quarterback. He has rushed for 7 rushing touchdowns on the season, but that's not his prototypical kind of go-to, if you will. So third down and 8, inside of 3 minutes to go, 7-0 our score. Rams on the season on third down conversion attempts 32.8% of the time. Duty in a double-barrel shotgun look, 5 hats across the line for the Rams. And Chris McNamee wants to burn a timeout. This timeout brought to you in part by Music and Miller Funeral Home in Greenup and Ashland. So a big third down conversion coming up here for the Panthers, leading 7-0. But you go back to that drive for the Rams, 9 plays, 53 yards, 5 minutes, 24 seconds off the clock. And you come away with nothing after an interception on a kind of a trick play, if you will, in which the Rams had it set up perfectly. And as they were bringing the receiver across the back of the end zone, Waller's pass led right back into the defense instead of letting the receiver get to it. And Sam Wright made a great beat on the ball and was able to get underneath it for the interception and the turnover. Panthers on the season, that's their 5th interception. Their first season was back in 1925. They went 3-3 under John Truitt. This is their 1,107th game. For the Rams, 98 seasons. First one back in 1926 under Leroy Harmon. 596, 388, 34. This is game number 1,019. So third down and 8. Raceland defensively in the playoffs, though, have been stellar on third down conversion attempts against them. 19.2%. That's 5 of 26, including not allowing a third down conversion in 9 tries last week against KCD. Ball spotted near side hash mark at the Panthers' 22-yard line. They need a 30 to move the sticks, leading 7-0. Clock rested at 2:38 to go here in the opening period. Man goes in motion. Duty. Parks Ford. Rams showing blitz. Play action. Duty. Hit as he throws. Floating it down the center of the field. Was looking again for Braden Hall. He was locked up again with Brody Austin. This time, no penalty markers fly. And the Rams hold on third down. And the Panthers will have to force a punt coming up on the incompletion there by Duty. So Blake Cottle, the kicker, Parker Fannin, will start at his own 45, run on the UK logo. And the Rams have an opportunity here to get good field position, trailing 7-0 with 2:31 to go in the opening period. Cottle, a low-line drive kick. That one will take a bounce and get over top of Fannin's head. He'll scoop it up at his own 26. Reversing Fields, trying to cut back. And he's going to get a yard on it from there. He was just up too far. And Cottle's kick got really on him quickly, and he couldn't do much with it. They're going to put the football at the 27, so 2:16 to go in the opening period. A 51-yard kick. No return after all of the scrambling there by Parker Fannin. Down 7-0 are the Rams. Grounding in the left pocket of Lundy from the gun. Lundy's going to follow Webb off of right tackle and will fall forward for 1, maybe 2. They'll give him out to the 29 on a gain of 2. Across the 2-minute mark. Again, you'd like to see another long, sustained drive here by the Rams, but you got to come away with points. You can't continue to come up empty. Got to find a way to cash in when it's payday. Second down, 8 for Lundy. And off Browning. Browning finds a crease, and it's swallowed up quickly. He never made it into the hole as he was met by Jeremiah Anderson and Jaden Justice. Third down and long. The loss of 2 back to the original line of scrimmage makes it 3rd and 10. Browning was trying to get the edge, and that's something as I was watching film this week and seeing what Pikeville brings to the table. They can go from the hash marks to the sidelines so quickly. So a dime package now for the Panthers and a timeout requested by Mike Salmon. Timeout. The timeout brought to you apart by Miller Music Funeral Home. The Rams will face 3rd down and 10. 0 for 2 on 3rd down tries this so far in the ball game. 53 seconds to play here in the opening period. 7-0 our score. Rams won the toss, wanted the football, went 3 and out. Pikeville goes right down the field and 2 plays and puts it in the end zone. Stay tuned with us at the half. We'll check out the scoring and stats of this one. Busy day here in Lexington as 3 state championships will get decided today. Class 2A up next. It's Mayfield and Owensboro Catholic. And in Class 4A tonight for the primetime game, Covington Catholic and Boyle County. And then tomorrow, Class 3A, Class 6A, and then Class 5A. Highlands was anticipated to be in that Class 5A game, got upset by Cooper last week. They beat Cooper 58-51 in the regular season and then lost last week 17-14. Crazy how things work out when you get into postseason football. So on the near side hash mark, from their own 27, Rams facing 3rd down and 10. They're 0 for 2 on 3rd down tries here this afternoon. Trips right, 1 left. That's Rousey. 3 hats across the line. They send 3. Delayed blitz. Lundy flush from the pocket. Rolling out to the far sideline, trying to get the edge. Tucks it and runs and gets tripped up and pushed out of bounds. Brendan Anthony was the man that kind of pushed him enough to take him off his feet on the slippery surface. A penalty marker flies in the backfield again on the far side by the 21-yard line. I think the official just dropped his penalty markers. All it is, he just waved that one off. Okay. I think it just fell out of his pocket as they were running off that edge. So he'll get out to the 32 on a gain of 5, but it's 4th and 5, and Ison will have to punt it away again. High hanging kick. Fielded at the 35 by Boykin. Boykin's across the 40 and then gets upended after crossing the 40. Lyndon Salmon's there with a nice open field tackle. But the Panthers will have good field position. Take him out to the 47-yard line. 32 seconds to play here in the opening period. Panthers lead it 7-0. Duty an offset pistol with Anthony directly behind him. Now they'll shift from left to right. And Chris McNamee didn't like something he saw, and he burns his second time out. This afternoon's game is brought to you apart by Kurt Robinson State Farm Insurance. Kurt can take care of all your insurance needs, home, health, and vehicle. That's Kurt Robinson State Farm Insurance. Looking at some numbers in this one, Raceland with 3 first downs, Pikeville with only 1. Rams have had to punt the ball twice. for an average of 33 yards. On the season, they were averaging right at 29.2. They've had the football for 8 minutes and 38 seconds. Pikeville's lone punt of 51. That the kick got on top of Fannin really, really quickly and got past him and set up Pikeville with great field position. Rain is back now. Looking out the window here, I've got the window actually open. It's a nice afternoon. It feels comfortable outside and high 40s, right at low 50, but you can start to see the rain starting going from a mist back to a drizzle here on this gloomy afternoon, this first day of December. Pikeville working it from left to right as I view it here high atop the press box at Kroger Field. 32 seconds to go and leading 7-0 here in period number 1. Total offense, 58 for Raceland, 61 for the Panthers, but 58 of that coming on one play on the run from Brendan Anthony. The Panthers burning their second timeout of the ball game. From their own 47, far side hash mark for duty and an offset pistol with Anthony 2 yards behind him. The take to give to Anthony. Anthony lowers his shoulder and gets steamrolled as he comes off the edge, and then a penalty marker flies on the back end. Jackson Height and Ty Tyson there on the stop. And a personal foul against Raceland. So they'll take him out to the on a loss of 1, looks like, and then from there we'll take the football down to the 38. So that could take us to the end of the first quarter. Looks like Pikeville will burn one final play here in the final 10 seconds. So quickly down into Rams territory are the Panthers. Direct snap, Anthony, he put it on the turf and then gets upended off the left edge as Noah Wallace comes in and sweeps him off his feet. And that'll take us to the end of quarter number 1 as he loses 2 on the play. Second down and 12 when we return after this. 7-0, Pikeville in front of Raceland on the Kool Sports Network.
If you're looking for a complete discount pharmacy with old-fashioned service and excellent prices, look no more. Since 1979, Stultz Pharmacy has provided our area with the finest in pharmacy care, 24-hour emergency prescription service, free delivery, and drive-through service for prescriptions. Stultz Pharmacy continues to fill all of your expectations. They carry a nice selection of gift items. For hometown service, see the professionals at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup. More than you expect from a pharmacy.
Stultz Pharmacy.
The Greenup County Public Library system is the best. Read the latest bestsellers in large print, regular print, or audio CDs. You can also check out movies or place a hold on a book on our website or call one of the library locations to place a hold. There are community meeting rooms available by reservation at all locations for clubs and organizations. And be sure to check out the Jesse Stewart collection at the Greenup County branch. Check them out on Facebook and Twitter.
7-0. We go to quarter number 2 here at Kroger Field on a rainy Friday afternoon, Looking off across the top of the stadium downtown Lexington, you could just barely make out the skyline of the big buildings from all the it's a mixture between a mist and a drizzle. And we've already seen a couple of times playing surface is a little slippery as well. Logan Lundy looked like he had the sideline on the last drive of the Rams, and just a quick push by Brendan Anthony and swept him off his feet. So the Panthers will start the second quarter behind the sticks at second down and 12 after the loss of 2. After Brendan Anthony took the direct snap of the Wildcat, fumbled the football, scooped it up, and then Noah Wallace got in there quickly off the edge. 58 total yards of offense for the Rams, 59 for Pikeville. They lead at 7-0. Duty on second down, gives it off to Anthony, finds a big seam off the right edge, still driving for more yardage. Let's see where they're going to say he was down at the 32, a gain of 8, brings up third down. Boo Bird for the Rams saying he was down well before then. So make a third down and 4. Anthony thought he had gotten the third effort, I would say. That would have moved the sticks. But a big third down conversion coming up here. Neither team has converted on third down. Raceland 0 for 3, Pikeville 0 for 1. You have to think right now this is probably 4-down territory for the Panthers. Rams with 5 hats across the line. The take to give to Anthony. Anthony dives off left tackle and gets the 30-yard line, and that's all it's going to be, and it's going to be fourth down. So gain of 2 will make it 4th and 2. Rams, one of the top rushing defenses in the state of Kentucky. They were 3rd coming into the contest, giving up just over 95 a game. So Duty jogs to the sideline, gets the call from his head coach. They're still running players in. Play clock is at 9. They're going to have to hustle. They break the huddle at 4. Gets it at 2. Clock's at 0. They get it away. Duty tries to bounce it outside. The Rams get home. Noah Wallace comes in and delivers a punishing blow to Isaac Duty. And the Panthers were all kind of discombobulated on that one, and they'll turn it over on downs with 10:37 to play in the half. You could tell Pikeville right there, they were just all kinds of out of sorts. And I think that was Isaac Duty kind of in a panic mode of snapping the football and trying to make something so they didn't have to take a delay of game penalty or use that third time out, and they didn't have a chance to get either. They were running a player on from the sideline with the play clock was at 10. So the Rams will take over on their own 31, down 7-0. Far side hash mark. Lundy wants to throw, zips it out to his man. He's got Bryson Rousey in the far side flat, and he'll push forward for 1, maybe 2, second down. We'll take him out to the 33-yard line, second down, 8. Kind of had a feeling coming in this was the way this football game was going to play out. It was going to be a kind of a defensive struggle, ugly at times maybe. Which team can take advantage of another team's misfortune? So far right now, Pikeville has had the biggest play of the game so far. Lundy tries to spin off the right edge, and he gets swallowed up by a wall of maroon jerseys. Anthony, Stevens, and Stanley. No gain on the play. Brings up third down and long. Panthers have done a really good job of taking away that inside running lane. I think if Raceland's going to be able to run the football effectively, they're going to have to find some gaps outside or maybe execute the passing game a little better than what it has so far. Third down and 8 for Lundy and a twin set. He'll motion Browning out of the backfield, and we get a penalty marker flying from the near sideline, and they're going to get a false start against the Rams. They'll move it back to the 28, make it 3rd and 13. Raceland in the football game, 4 penalties for 45 yards. They were averaging only 5 for 51 coming into this contest. As Coach Mike Sammons calls this, 3rd and double sticks behind the chains. Twin set for Lundy. 3 hats across the line. Lundy surveys, fires. He's got his man there. Noah Wallace who makes the grab across the seam. Check that. That's Bryson Rousey who makes the grab and moves the sticks in a red 8 RX Pharmacy first down and 10. Give him a gain of 18 across the 45 to the 46-yard line. And the Rams' 4th first down of the contest. That was a big one there. Our first third down conversion that we've seen so far. Near side hash mark for the Rams. Inside 8.5 to go before halftime. Two receivers wide left, one to the right. That's Eisen. Handoff Wallace. Bounces it outside. Pinballs off of a man as he goes across midfield. And then gets knocked down at the Panthers' 47-yard line. Strong run there by the senior tailback for a gain of 7. Second down 3. Sam Wright on the stop there for the Panthers. Well, now they've moved it forward a yard, so make it a gain of 8 and make it second down 2. This is where you like to be. Second down and short. You've got a lot of things that you can go here with. Bannon and Rousey boundary left. Eisen right. Handoff Wallace lowers the shoulder and drives right up the gut. He's going to get the 44, and it's either going to be third and inches or move the sticks for a first down. And they will move the sticks for another red 8 RX Pharmacy first down and 10. Fifth first down of the contest for the Rams. Rain starting to turn back from a miss to a drizzle again. This would be huge for the Rams to go down and 5 points on this series. Again, another long, sustained drive by the Rams. This will be the sixth play coming up. Double-barrel shotgun look this time with Browning right, Wallace left. Two receivers right, one to the left. Lundy following Browning, rubbling right up the gut, driving the pile across the 35, down to the 34. A gain of 10 and another red 8 RX Pharmacy first down and 10. Sixth first down on the drive, sixth first down of the ball game. Back-to-back plays that have gone for first down, and the Rams marching it down the field here, trailing 7-0, but maybe finding a little bit of something up front that they can work with. H-back is Browning. Left side of Lundy is Wallace. Two receivers left, one right. That's Eisen. Handoff Wallace, slips a tackle, cuts back inside, hits the spin button, across the 30, down to the 25, and another, they're going to be just short of the distance to gain. It'll be second down and 1. Give a call to that offensive line. They are getting a good push up front. Noah Carey, Caleb Black, Carson Bowden, Evan Burrows, and Zane Bailey. So the nose of the football at the 25-yard line, a little shifted to the near side hash mark. It'll be second down and 1. Inside of 6 to play, down 7-0 are the Rams, but driving. Lundy claps for it, follows Browning off the left guard. He's got the distance to gain, slips forward. They're going to say that he was down by contact at the 22 before he slipped down to the tackle, but either way, that'll move the sticks. Another red 8 RX Pharmacy first down and 10 on the gain of 3 by the senior. So 7 first downs of the ball game in between the hash marks, knocking on the orange zone door. Lundy goes to the sideline, and they're going to go into the wild ram here. Three extra linemen in the backfield. Wallace for the direct snap. Wallace has the ball snap off of his fingers, tries to reverse field, still on his feet fighting, but it's going to go for a loss on the play all the way back to the 35, and the Rams again try trickery, and it bites them in the backside. A loss of 13 on the play. On the botched snap. You've got so much working for you. You had a play that back in the first half that you decided to go with a trick play and turned into an interception. Now you go with another trick play, and it puts you second down and 23 and interrupts a long, sustained drive. Lundy back on the field, 3 receivers wide right. Claps wants to throw on second down. Eyes downfield, moving left, pulls it down and runs, gets across the 30, and then chased out of bounds around the 25. They'll take him down to the 23. So a nice job there by Lundy using his legs as he picks up a lot of what was lost. So they'll put him at the 23 on a gain of 12. But it's still third down and 11 for the Rams. We'll go across 4 minutes on this snap. The clock resting at 4:08 to play. 7-0 our score. Double-barrel shotgun for Lundy with Wallace and Browning in the backfield. 5 hats across the line. Lundy calls his own number. Rolling off right tackle. Diving forward across the 20. He'll get down to the 18 inside the Johnson-Cowher Practic Orange zone, and he'll bring up 4th down. Gain of 5 on the play, 4th and 6 for the Rams. Again, this is a position to where you feel like you have to probably roll the dice and go for it. Rams are going to. This will be their second 4th down try of the ball game. Fans coming to life across the way. Twin set for Lundy on 4th down and 6. We'll see if Mike Sammons burns his second time out, and he's going to let the clock tick down to about 2 seconds on the play clock, and then he will burn that time out with 3:21 to play here in the opening period. Timeout brought to you part by Music and Miller Funeral Home in Greenup and Ashland, where they've been family operated for 70 years. Call 606-473-0099 in Greenup, 606-324-2141 in Ashland, or visit mfhfuneralhome.com. So this is a 12-play drive. It's eaten up over 7 minutes. Raceland in the football game right now has had the football for almost 16. They trail at 7-0 for the moment. And a big 4th down conversion coming up here at the Panthers' 18. It was a good drive that was, everything was kind of working, and then they went with a little trickery, and a botched snap back to Noah Wallace got loose. The Rams recovered it back at their Panthers' 35 and put it 2nd and 23. A nice run there by Lundy, got it back inside the orange sticks. But now they need 6 more to get a fresh set of downs down to the 12. Panthers forced a 3-and-out to start the ball game. Then their second play from scrimmage, which was actually their third because their second one was negated by a penalty on a pass interference call against the Rams, went 58 yards from Brandon Anthony, and that's our lone score that we've had thus far in the contest. 7-0, 3:21 to go in the half. Lundy will go with Wallace in his left pocket, 2 receivers left, 1 right. Pikeville showing blitz, they back out of it. Lundy pumps, pulls it down, rolling out left, wants to throw, has his man there, and he threw it late, and it was nearly picked off. He had his man standing wide open on the far sideline, and he couldn't get it to him. He's having a conversation with that receiver on the far sideline. He just looked at Lundy and held his hands up and said, "Why did you not throw me the football?" So the turnover on downs with 3:12 to go in the half. And the Rams once again come away empty. And now a great opportunity for Pikeville. They can cash in for a 2-for-1 here. They'll get the football to start the second half. This is where the defense has got to stand tall here. Duty will go in a double-barrel shotgun look. Hand off Boykins, trying to sweep to the outside edge, finds a crease, and there's Braden Webb, who meets him in the point of contact. Take him across the 25 to the 26 on a gain of 8, second down 2. Inside of 3 to play here in the opening half. All right above the SEC logo on the Panthers sideline. Working it from right to left here at Kroger Field. 2 receivers each way from Duty. Anthony in his left pocket. 4 hats across the line for the Rams. Play action, zips it out to the far sideline. His man drops it. Had it in the hands of Braden Hall. Clock will rest with 2:30 to play in the half and bring up third down. Duty 0 for 2 in the ball game thus far. So big third down conversion coming up. Panthers have yet to convert on third down. Raceland has converted only once out of 5 tries. I would imagine Brennan Anthony's going to get an opportunity to move the sticks on this one. They're going to direct snap it to him, and I don't think he made it. Lyndon Salmons at defensive end for the Rams. So they'll put it at the 27, and 4th and 1, and the Rams force the 3 and out. And the Panthers will have to come out and punt it away as we go across the 2-minute mark. If I'm Parker Fan at this point, I take about an extra 5 or 10 yards backward and don't let Cottle burn me again and kick one past him. He got one for 51 that he hit a low-line driver that got past Fannin. It's another low-line driver again, and this time Fannin will scoop it up at the 32 on one hop. Comes to the near side seam mark, and we'll get out to the 34. So 1:33 to go in the opening half. Rams down 7-0. And other than the first series of the ball game, the Raceland defense has been stellar. Their last 12 third down conversions going back through last week and the 3 here today have not been moved. So the defense is doing its job. Now the offense has got to find a way here with 93 seconds to go in the half. Lundy throws it out to the far sideline and just throws it low. Drew Ferguson was coming in on him, but a low throw at the feet of his receivers, incomplete. 2nd and 10. Lundy 5 for 9, 60 yards. 20 of those on the pass play to Rousey across the middle to move the sticks on 3rd and long. That's the only third down conversion we've had in the contest out of 8 tries. 2 receivers left, 1 right. Browning and Wallace flanking Lundy from the gun. 3 hats across the line. Hand off Browning, trying to find a crease. Flips the tackle, spins across the 35 and gets out to the 40. Nice run there by Isaac Browning. Gain of 6. Makes it 3rd down and 4 as we approach 1 minute to play in the first half. 3rd and 4. Browning has to leave the field. Not certain what happened. He immediately went over, took his helmet off, and is working on his shoe, looks like. Lundy wants to throw, zips this one out to Rousey in the slot. Rousey has first down yardage and more, and gets driven out of bounds into the Rams sideline. That'll move the sticks in a Red 8 RX Pharmacy first down. They're going to take it out to the 48-yard line. That's a gain of 8. 48 seconds on arrested clock. Raceland with still 1 timeout remaining. Michael gets the football to start the second half. Rousey stays on the boundary left. 3 receivers come wide right. Lundy on first down and 10 for midfield. Pressure coming off the edge. Lundy pulls it down and gets tackled from behind as Brendan Anthony comes off the backside edge and gets Lundy from behind the sticks for the sack. It makes it 2nd down and long. So they'll take him down back at the 43 on a loss of 5. Raceland right now looking like it is in no hurry to try to move this football anywhere as we're inside of 15 seconds. This could be the final play of the first half. 7-0, Pikeville leading. Twin set for Lundy. Game clocks at 3 as he claps his hands, hands it off to Browning, and Browning will just spin out to the 44, and that'll take us to halftime. In an ugly first half with the defenses controlling the momentum both ways, it's Pikeville in front of Raceland, 7-0. Here in the Class Single A State Championship from Kroger Field. Halftime show when we return after this on the Kool Sports Network.
Quality Marathon gasoline, great monthly specials on snacks and beverages, and fantastic service. Those are the qualities of Clark's Pump and Shops. You'll find a Clark's Pump and Shop near you in the Bluegrass State and beyond. And Rick and Brent Clark want you to know that they take pride in giving you the best prices and service, and they thank you for your patronage. Clark's Pump and Shops are a division of the John W. Clark Oil Company. Clark's Pump and Shops. Return, refresh, refuel.
There's a lot of places to invest your money and no shortage of advice, but I think a lot of these get-rich-quick schemes are good ways to get broke quick. That's why I like the CDs at my bank. Guaranteed, insured.
Great rates, plus the comfort of knowing your CDs are guaranteed and insured. That's First of People's Bank. For all your banking needs, see the good folks at First of People's Bank, the home office. Member Equal Housing Lender, FDIC.
If you're looking for a complete discount pharmacy with old-fashioned service and excellent prices, look no more. Since 1979, Stultz Pharmacy has provided our area with the finest in pharmacy care. 24-hour emergency prescription service, free delivery, and drive-through service for prescriptions. Stultz Pharmacy continues to fill all of your expectations. They carry a nice selection of gift items. For hometown service, see the professionals at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup. More than you expect from a pharmacy.
Stultz Pharmacy. Doubt, stress, anxiety, frustration. That was yesterday. Today is your day to get back on track to a brighter future. At Ashland Community and Technical College, we're open and ready to help now. With ridiculously affordable, amazingly flexible classes that can lead to highly paid positions in IT, healthcare, and more. The real world's tough, but not as tough as you. Visit kctcs.edu/findyourcareer.
The Greenup County Public Library System is the best. Read the latest bestsellers in large print, regular print, or audio CDs. You can also check out movies or place a hold on a book on our website or call one of the library locations to place a hold. There are community meeting rooms available by reservation at all locations for clubs and organizations. And be sure to check out the Jesse Stewart Collection at the Greenup County branch. Check them out on Facebook and Twitter.
7-0 at the half as we welcome you back to Lexington and the Class Single A State Championship game with Pikeville leading Raceland as the Panthers scored on their opening drive of the ball game after forcing a 3-and-out by the Rams. And it's been the defenses who have taken care of business since then. Brendan Anthony squirted free and went 58 yards to the house. And that is a large chunk of the Panthers' offense, who has been limited to only 77 yards here on this rainy afternoon in Lexington, Kentucky. But for the moment, the Panthers have kept Raceland off the scoreboard, and the defenses have stood tall. We've had 9 third-down conversion tries. Only 2 of those between the two have been converted, both of those by Raceland. Raceland 1 of 2 on fourth-down conversion, Pikeville 0 for 1. But for the moment, the Panthers lead with the most important category. That's the scoreboard, 7-0 at the half. We'll take a break. We come back. We'll look at our numbers and get you ready for the second half of play here on a rainy Friday afternoon in Lexington, Kentucky. The Class Single A State Championship at the half. Pikeville 7, Raceland 0. After this on the Kool Sports Network.
JD Flooring, 2017 Ashland Road, Greenup, has been family-owned and operated for over 30 years, featuring top-of-the-line material, guaranteed installation, and absolutely no one can beat JD Flooring's price. Need to replace your current flooring in one room or the entire house? Call JD Flooring in Greenup, 606-473-0411 for a free estimate. A call can get your house ready for any occasion. You'll absolutely love your new flooring from JD Flooring, 2017 Ashland Road, Greenup.
I'm April Perry, the CEO of Kentucky Farmers Bank. On average, our employees have been with Kentucky Farmers Bank for over 10 years, and that is important to you and us. We want you to know who you are dealing with. Whether you are financing a new home, buying a car, or remodeling your kitchen, Kentucky Farmers Bank is the better bank for all your needs.
Kentucky Farmers Bank, the better bank for all your financial needs since 1931. Located in Ashland, Summit, and Catlettsburg. KentuckyFarmersBank.com. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
I like having choices. I especially like to have choices when it comes to my insurance. As a trusted choice agency, Ron LeMaster Insurance provides choices for their customers every day. You get choices in the company's products, coverage, and prices that best fit your individual needs. Choosing to do business with a trusted choice agency like Ron LeMaster Insurance means you get their pledge of professional and courteous service. Ron LeMaster Insurance, your trusted choice agency.
Distinctive Specialties is celebrating over 30 years of serving area schools and businesses, and DSI wants to thank all the many customers who have made their businesses successful. DSI is located just down from Raceland High School. All the folks at DSI want to wish the Rams the best of luck. And don't forget, DSI can take care of all your screen, printing, vinyl, and embroidery needs. That's Distinctive Specialties, located at 511 Greenup Avenue in Raceland. Call 833-5551 or go to supertees.com and be sure to find them on Facebook. Go Rams from Distinctive Specialties.
General Heating and Air in Flatwoods has been serving the tri-state since 1968, providing residential and commercial HVAC systems by installing quality York products. Isn't it time that you've had the peace of mind in your home knowing the quality work that York products provide? Call General Heating and Air in Flatwoods today, 606-836-8143. Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 4:30, closed on the weekend. General Heating and Air, keeping the tri-state comfortable for over 50 years.
7-0 at the half here on this rainy afternoon in Lexington. Let's pause for station identification. This is Raceland Rams football on the Kool Sports Network.
WLGC-FM, Greenup.
Looking at some numbers for the Rams, 8 first downs, 22 rushes for 56 yards. They've gone through the air for 68, 6 of 11 with the 1 interception. Logan Lundy, 6 of 10. Jonah Arnett was the man picked off, but the Rams had it down inside the orange zone, and Arnett on the trick play, the double pass there as they slung it out to him, and then he went to the end zone, and it was picked off by the Panthers in the end zone. Sam Wright got under it for the Panthers' 5th interception of the season. Rams have punted the ball 2 times in the game, averaging 35.5 per kick. They've been flagged 5 times for 56 yards. They've had the football for 17 minutes and 42 seconds. 2 of 6 on third down conversions, 1 of 2 on fourth down tries. They're 0 of 2, though, on visits inside the orange zone. And that's a tough pill to swallow on the biggest stage here when you're trailing 7-0 against your arch nemesis, looking for your first ever state title. For the Panthers, they've got 3 first downs in the ball game, 2 of those on through the rushing game, and they got 1 on a pass interference call. 11 rushes for 78 yards. They have not completed a pass on 2 tries. 2 punts, averaging 46.5 per. They've had the ball for 6 minutes and 18 seconds. They've been flagged once for 15 yards. 0 for 3 on third down conversions, and they are 0 for 1 on fourth down tries. So, again, it's kind of been what we expected, much like what we saw in that game back in September when it was a 7-6 ball game after the first 2 drives by both teams, and it stayed that way the rest of the ball game. Both teams had opportunities. Neither could punch it in, including Pikeville, who drove it the length of the field, some 96 yards in that final drive, and had fourth down, the goal inside the 1, and the Rams stuffed it. But here today, the Panthers leading 7-0 at the half, and they get the football to start the second half. That's as we continue when we return after this on the Kool Sports Network.
Doubt, stress, anxiety, frustration, that was yesterday. Today is your day to get back on track to a brighter future. At Ashland Community and Technical College, we're open and ready to help now. With ridiculously affordable, amazingly...
Not only is State Senator Robin Webb proud to support and congratulate our youth in all their endeavors in and out of the classroom, but your State Senator Robin Webb is also proud to support and work for all the adults in her district. Robin Webb strives to put forth the best for youth and adults alike. Whether it's in Frankfort or here at home in her district, know that Robin Webb puts you first in all of her decisions she makes. State Senator Robin Webb strives harder every day to make Kentucky a better place to work, live, and have fun.
Sargent's Wholesale Tires now has 2 locations to better serve the tri-state. Stop by their Hoods Creek Pike store next to Aldi's or check out their new location at 4560 13th Street. You'll find incredible deals on tires for most cars, trucks, and SUVs. Sargent's deals with every tire company, and if they don't have what you're looking for, they can have it in just a couple of days. Don't miss the incredible savings on tires for cars, trucks, and SUVs at Sargent's Wholesale Tires, Hoods Creek Pike next to Aldi's, and now located at 4560 60 13th Street in Ashland.
Want to keep your firearms and valuables safe and out of harm's way? Borders Sporting Goods has the area's greatest selection of Liberty safes with a wide range of sizes, styles, and colors. And Borders also has the Tri-State's best and most complete selection of firearms, hunting supplies, fishing supplies, archery supplies, knives, camo, and boots. From the smallest fishing hook to the largest Liberty safe, the best brands, best selection, and best prices in the Tri-State are at Borders Sporting Goods, Route 60 West in Ashland, where your money will be well spent.
Double Drizzle on Route 60 Ashland is your home for award-winning desserts. Just in time for fall and the holidays, Double Drizzle has several varieties of fudge, brownies, peanut butter balls and bars, potato candy, cookies, pinwheels, dozens of cupcake flavors, Oreo truffles, almond joy bites, even dog-friendly cupcakes. Go online to see it all. DoubleDrizzleSweetTreats.com. Open Tuesday through Friday from 8 to 5:30 and Saturday 8 to 2. Closed Sunday and Monday. Call 606-928-CAKE for Double Drizzle, Route 60 Ashland.
Hello, I'm Ron McLeod with City National Bank. We're very proud to invest in our communities where our customers live and work through fundraising, volunteering, and supporting community events. Now with even more branches and ATMs to serve our Kentucky communities with award-winning customer service, City National Bank is ranked number 1 in customer service satisfaction by J.D. Powers and Associates. City National Bank, member of FDIC.
7-0 at the half on this rainy Friday afternoon on this 1st of December in Lexington, Kentucky. James Carr, happy to have you along with us here. Let's take a look at our individual numbers for the Rams. Noah Wallace, 9 carries for 25 yards, lost 13 on that botch snap there when they went into the Wild Ram after everything was working and trying to go back to some trickery, and it bit them for the second time in the ball game. Logan Lundy, 8 carries for 21 yards. Isaac Browning, 5 for 10. Lundy, 6 of 10 through the air for 68 yards. He's been sacked once. That was there at the end of the first half. His longest of going to 20 of Bryson Rousey. Rousey with 3 catches for 28 yards, span and 2 for 20. Noah Wallace, 1 for 20. Parker Ison's punted the ball twice for an average of 35.5 yards. Jackson Heights leads the defensive side with 5.5 tackles. Noah Wallace with 2.5. On the other side of things, Pikeville, Brendan Anthony, 8 carries for 69 yards. 58 of those was the lone score that we've had here in the football game. Duty is 0 for 2 through the passing attack. Blake Caudill, 2 punts for 46.5 yards. Anthony leads the way with 7.5 tackles. He's got the sack, and he and Jaden Justice have combined for a total of 3 tackles for loss. At the half, 7-0. Pikeville gets the football to start the second half. When we return, here from Lexington on the Kool Sports Network.
Immunizations are a vital part of your health. Ram Pharmacy now offers a complete line of immunization services. In addition to regular and high-dose flu shots, Ram Pharmacy offers Shingrix, the new shingle shot, as well as Pneumovax to prevent pneumonia in persons 65 and older, and now accepts Ohio Medicaid with free delivery to Ironton. Call 606-836-RAMS. That's 606-836-7267. Ram Pharmacy, 719 Greenup Avenue, Raceland, your friend in Christ, helping you with all your health care needs, offering free delivery in Boyd and Greenup counties.
Have you had it with your existing heating and cooling system? Well, now is the time to invest in a new one before the frigid cold days of winter arrive. And you know the place to go is Cadco Heating and Cooling, 2181 Winchester Avenue in Ashland. They have been in business for over 30 years and offer the best service, installation, and fair, affordable prices. Give Cadco a call and see what they can do for you. Or visit online at cadcohvac.com. Meeting the Tri-State's heating and cooling needs for 30 years, it's Cadco Heating and Cooling, 2181 Winchester Avenue in Ashland.
From hand-cut steaks to fall off the bone rib, Texas Roadhouse has something for everyone. Visit TexasRoadhouse.com or download the Texas Roadhouse mobile app to get on the wait list or place an order to go online. Fresh baked bread with honey cinnamon butter will melt in your mouth. At Texas Roadhouse, order their legendary catering for your next event. Texas Roadhouse, 501 Winchester Avenue, across from the Ashland Town Center Mall. Texas Roadhouse will help you support your local school.
Kimberly Perry, Rhonda Potter, Sharon Stevens, and Judy Jennings salute the Raceland Rams. No one plays harder than the Rams. Congratulations, Raceland, on your outstanding season and making the playoffs. Again, congratulations and best of luck from Kimberly Perry, Rhonda Potter, Sharon Stevens, and Judy Jennings. Go Rams, go!
Serving the communities of Raceland and Worthington since 1928, Raceland schools have been a beacon of learning and growth in the tri-state. A private school education at a public school price. Raceland's distinguished schools are a caring place where students can learn and grow. Committed to the future, Raceland's academic and arts programs rank among the top in the state, and test scores are among the highest in the area. Oh yeah, our football team isn't too bad either. We are Raceland, and this is home.
Well, the Rams are back on the field as they're starting their warm-ups to get ready for the second half of action. Pikeville has not emerged from the locker room yet. So, and as I say that, a couple of helmets poked through the tunnel off to my left here, high atop the tower. So, got about a minute left to go, and then the 3-minute acclimation period to get you ready for the second half. So, we'll step aside for a quick break, and we'll get you the second half when we return after this. Pikeville leading 7-0, and they get the ball to start the second half of play when we continue after this on the Kool Sports Network.
Doubt, stress, anxiety, frustration, that was yesterday. Today is your day to get back on track to a brighter future. At Ashland Community and Technical College, we're open and ready to help now. With ridiculously affordable, amazingly flexible classes that can lead to highly paid positions in IT, healthcare, and more. The real world's tough, but not as tough as you. Visit kctcs.edu/findyourcareer.
J.D. Flooring, 2017 Ashland Road Greenup has been family-owned and operated for over 30 years, featuring top-of-the-line material, guaranteed installation, and absolutely no one can beat J.D. Flooring's price. Need to replace your current flooring in one room or the entire house? Call J.D. Flooring in Greenup, 606-473-0411 for a free estimate. A call that can get your house ready for any occasion. You'll absolutely love your new flooring from J.D. Flooring, 2017 Ashland Road, Greenup.
About ready to get things back underway here for the second half as Michael will have the football to start it here on this rainy afternoon. Looks like the drizzle has kind of subsided for the moment, and still a bit of a misty rain. That's kind of, I think, what we were going to stay with much of the afternoon here. They were originally hoping that the rain was going to be gone by the time we got to kickoff, and then a little bit of a kind of a late bloomer of a system kind of held on for a little bit. And just looking at the radar for the moment, some little pop-up showers that's just barely showing up on the satellite imagery. So, not a washout by any means, but it rained the entire morning and through the night. So, playing surface very slippery and wet. And we've seen that a couple of times in the ball game, that it has affected players' ability to make that sharp cut downfield to try to get the edge and so forth. We saw it once with Logan Lundy. He had the edge, and then when he tried to cut downfield, lost his footing and slipped. So we'll see how things play out, but so far, you almost have to think at some point one of these two teams is going to have to go to the air for a home run ball. We've seen Isaac Duty throw two long balls. The first one was an incomplete pass, but they got the pass interference call against Brody Austin. The second one was well over his head, and Braden Hall was looking for a penalty marker, did not get one. But we'll see how the second half plays out. Logan Lundy has only thrown for 60 yards in the ball game, and you look at his career numbers coming in, over 6,000 yards, 83 touchdowns, 25 interceptions on the season. He is right now at 1,996 yards, averaging 148.9 per contest. But Raceland just has not tried to do a whole lot with the passing attack. And again, you have to think, too, of those long, sustained drives. How much will that wear on this Pikeville team? As Raceland's had the football for 17:42 of the opening 24 minutes of action. So, a lot of that has to be considered. And you have to wonder, again, it goes back to the old saying with Raceland and Mike Sammons in 48 minutes, keep pounding, keep pounding. Will that be a deciding factor for this Pikeville team? As Brendan Anthony, their star running back, he never leaves the field. When they go to defense, he goes right to that middle linebacker position. So how much do you have left in the tank? And again, I think at this mark here, you don't want to say, do you have anything left in the tank? I think it's one of those things that it's clear to say for your seniors, this is your last game. Everything you've got right now for 24 minutes of football, that's what it's got to be. So Talon Stanley will kick off for the first time in the ball game as the Rams won the toss and took the football to start the first quarter of play. So he's lined up, looking like he's going to go for a little pooch kick, aiming to the far sideline. And we are ready for the second half. And he'll squib it to the near sideline. It'll tumble across the 30. And Pikeville will just pounce on it there inside the 25-yard line at the 26. So 11:56 to go in the third after 4 seconds tick off. And the Panthers have the football from their own 26 to start the second half. Pikeville 111-37 overall in their storied career in the postseason. Trying to pick up their 8th state title. Here's Anthony. A little stutter step as he comes off right edge and crosses the 30 out to the 32. Kept trying to wait for something to develop there, but still a nice patient play. Picks up a gain of 6 on first down. Chris McNamee has never had a losing season. His worst record was 6-5 in 2001. That was his second season, his first time through with the program. His best back in 19 when they went 14-0. Second down and 4. Little counter play. Anthony coming near sideline and gets swallowed up there. Lyndon Salmons leading the charge. Jackson Heighton puts the cherry on top with Campbell also there. It's going to be third down and coming up for the Panthers. So no gain makes it 3rd and 4. Panthers 0 for 3 on third down conversions. This would be huge momentum for the Rams to get a stop right here. Force a quick 3 and out. Get the offense out there and see if you can get something going. Near side hash mark at the 32. They need the 36 to move the stick. An offset pistol for duty. Swings it out near sideline. He's got his man there, but a great job there by Brody Austin as he made initial contact as soon as the ball got to the intended receiver of Jeb Wilkerson. It's going to be 4th down. And the punt team will come on for the Panthers as he only gets to the 34 and a gain of 2. Really great job there by Brody Austin to close out as soon as the ball got to Wilkerson and not allow him to surge forward for that extra yardage. Cottle drops the ball away, then hits a wobbly, wounded duck that takes a bounce and checks up at the Rams' 37. So they'll put it, actually they're going to move it up to the 38, so a 28-yard kick, no return. 9:49 to go in the third. Rams get a 3 and out to start the second half. And now we'll see if the offense can get something rolling here, down 7-0. Lundy comes out. He's got Shannon Marucci as an H-back. Wallace in his right pocket. 2 receivers wide left, one wide right. Handoff Wallace, started right, comes back left, and falls forward for a gain of only 1. Jeremiah Anderson making the stop. Anderson at middle linebacker, 113 tackles, 8 for loss, and a sack on the season. Those 113 leads the team. Second down, 9, near side hash mark, right to left. The Rams work it as I view it here high atop Kroger Field as the rain has stopped for the moment. 4 hats across the line for the Panthers. Hand off Wallace, and he is met in the backfield. He'll spin forward and get to the 40 as Anderson finishes him off, but it's going to be third down and long as the Panthers got a really good surge there on the second down play by the Rams. They'll make it third down and 8. Raceland 2 for 6 on third down tries today. 19th meeting between these two. Rams are 2-5 in postseason meetings against Pikeville. First ever meeting was back in 1941. 44-7, they lost it. Then they played their second meeting in 47. It was a scoreless tie. Lundy flush from the pocket, rolling out right. Cottle chasing him. He'll throw it downfield, and it's out of bounds. Good pressure there by the Panthers. And we're going to have a pair of 3-and-outs to start the second half. Parker Eisen out for the punt. Sam Wright will backpedal after counting and making certain he has 10 bodies in front of him. Snap back to Eisen, and he'll get an end-over-end boomerang-style kick that will take a Raceland tumble across the 25, across the 20. We just threw a penalty marker. I think the official forgot which one it was. He was thinking, or either he or she was thinking that it was a kickoff. It can go out of bounds on a punt. So it goes out of bounds at the 19. So 41-yard kick, no return. 8:11 to play in the third. 7-0 Pikeville still leads it. They scored on their first drive to open the ball game. So we'll have it on the near side hash mark, driving from left to right. Again, Pikeville with 85 total yards of offense, but 58 of those going to the house for 6. An offset pistol look for Duty on first down and 10. Play action, Duty wanting to throw, airing it out down the middle of the field, and looking for Boykins. Austin McKee was there in coverage. Boykins tried to come across the middle of the field, and then Duty launched it far side. It's well incomplete as it was nowhere near his intended receiver. It's second down. Duty now 1 for 4 for 2 yards in the ball game. You look at the Rams secondary and what they've done since week 1. You know, they got picked on a lot early on in the season. Michael hit them for a home run ball in that game back in September. But Austin McKee and Brody Austin have really done a stellar job, especially over the last couple of weeks, of some of the receivers that they've had to go up against. Here's Anthony trying to get the outside edge, trying to break free. Noah Wallace wraps him up and hangs on, but he'll get out to the 29, and that should move the sticks for a Pikeville first down. Wallace just saved 6. If Anthony broke that one, he was going the other direction. So they will give him the gain of 10. That'll be the 4th first down of the ball game for the Panthers. And we got a player down. I think it's Brody Austin. He's been fighting cramps. I've been watching him. It's about the end of the second quarter. So the athletic training staff will come out and attend to him, and that's exactly what it is. Our timeout brought to you in part by Miller and Music Funeral Home. This game brought to you in part by Kurt Robinson State Farm Insurance. Kurt can take care of all your insurance needs, home, health, and vehicle. That's Kurt Robinson State Farm Insurance. Again, a big thanks to all of our great sponsors for jumping on this week for the broadcast with the state championship game, and, of course, all of our sponsors throughout the entire season here with Raceland Rams football. Back-to-back seasons, the Rams and the Panthers have met here on the biggest stage, playing on the carpet in Lexington. You look at what these two teams have done. Pikeville, on average, this postseason, outscoring their opponents 38-10. Raceland on the other side, 48-17. We're in a 7-0 ball game right now. Two great defenses that have stood tall, and you've got one play that's kind of really opened it up and allowed this to turn into where we are for the moment. So 1st and 10 for the Panthers from their own 29-yard line near side hash mark. Duty an offset pistol look with Anthony 2 yards deep behind him. Wants to throw, rolls out near sideline, zips it near sideline, and has his man there of Jeb Wilkerson. He'll get it out to the 38. And it'll be second down and 1. Gain of 9 on the play. Duty runs to the sideline, checks in with his coach, Chris McNamee. 14th year in his second stint with the team. Took over again back in 2010. Anthony comes off. Running in late is Weston Bevan. Play clock's at 4. They're going to have to hustle. Gets it away at 1. They'll shovel it out to Boykins on a sweep to the left. Boykins trying to get free. Gets the sideline. Penalty marker does fly on the far sideline at the 41. In the position of where that is, question was it a hold or was it a face mask? The Panthers are walking backward, and it's going to be against Pikeville. So a good run's going to be negated as they'll mark it off from the 41 for the hold. We're going to move it back to the 31. To make it second down and 8. Inside of 7 to go here on a rolling clock in the third quarter. 7-0 Pikeville still leading. Trips wide right. Duty on second down. Play action. Rolling out. Throws it near sideline and airmails it over top of his intended receiver. He was looking for Jeb Wilkerson. Third down and long. Clock resting, 6:31 to go here in the third. Pikeville in the ball game has yet to convert a third down try. 0 for 4. Raceland has, now in the last 2 games in the postseason, gone 0 for 13 on their opponents on third down try. Duty, play action. Steps up and gets hammered and driven to the ground. The Rams defense gets home as Elias Jackson comes off the edge and finishes him up, and the Rams crowd comes to life across the way. First sack of the ball game for the Rams and a force of a punt as they'll get behind the sticks and bring up fourth down and long. The Rams forced the punt, and that was blocked. It's going to tumble and come to rest back at the 40-yard line, but the Rams get a big stop, and they'll have the football in Panthers territory. The Rams will have the football from the Panthers' 40. Is this the play the Rams needed to get the momentum back on their side? Lundy's going to carry himself, tries to work off the right edge, and he'll pick up a yard. Second down and 9. 7-0 is our score, but a chance for the Rams here with their best starting field position in the ball game. Twin set for Lundy. 3 has to cross the line for the Panthers. They send 3. Lundy zips it out far sideline, has his man there, makes the grab, cuts downfield after the quick connect. As that's out to Parker Eisen, and so bring up third down. They'll get it down to the 36 on a gain of 3, so it's third down and 6. Interesting story about Eisen. He typically wears number 14, but last time he wore his 14 jersey was at Hazard when he got injured, and somehow his jersey disappeared. So he's converted over to number 8 when they wear the white. Rams going a heavy set now in a pistol look. Hand off Wallace. Wallace finds a crease, lowers the shoulder, surging forward, fighting for extra yards, and moves the sticks. Another Red 8 RX Pharmacy first down as the senior tailback goes across the 30 to the 29. You can hear the fans across the way coming to life. Raceland traveled very well to this ball game. A gain of 7 by the senior, and they pick up their 9th first down of the contest. This one would be huge for the Rams. 98th year. They started back in 1926. They went 2-4-1 that season. Now they're playing in their third state title game and hoping the third time's the charm. Monday on 1st and 10. The high snap to give to Wallace. Wallace a little stutter step as that play kind of broke down before it developed. He'll surge back to the line of scrimmage. No gain, 2nd 10. You give a credit to that front 3 for the Panthers. Blake Connell, Drew Ferguson, Jackson Wilkerson. They've stayed after that front 5 of the Rams, and really nothing up the middle throughout much of the game. There's a counter play to Wallace. Wallace started right, tried to jump back left, and again, no gain. It's 3rd and long. So 3rd down and 10 inside of 3 minutes to play in the third. Lundy walks to the sideline, has a word with his head coach Mike Sammons, his 10th season. 96-37 over their 10 campaigns, 25-9 in the postseason, winning 74% of his contest. They'll face a 3rd down and 10 from the Panthers' 29-yard line. Man in motion, far side to near. Lundy's going to throw. Look down the seam. He's got his man there, Braden Webb, who had it on his fingertips at the 5 and can't haul it in. Just a bit overthrown, but a penalty marker on the far sideline. We'll check in with our white hat and see what we get here. And they'll get a sideline warning against Raceland. So it is 4th and 10. Offense on the field. This will be their 4th down try of the ball game. They're 1 for 2 in the contest. On the season, 48.7% of the time they've converted them. 19 of 39 coming into today. 7-0, 2:14 on arrested clock here in quarter 3. Twin set for Lundy. Slaps his hands on 4th down. Pressure coming off the edge. Rolling out, and they get home. Jeremiah Anderson gets him from behind for a big loss. And the Panthers defense comes up with their 2nd sack of the ball game, and they get Lundy down all the way back at the 39. Anderson came free off of the edge, and the leading tackler for the Panthers delivers a big pop. And the Rams, once again, come up empty on the offensive side of things. You got to feel like at some point you're probably going to have to start leaning on your passing attack a little more than continuing to try to stick your nose down inside the running ball, and it just stuff. It's not working. You have to change the channel a little bit. Here's Anthony. Gets out into open field. Delivers a stiff arm, and he's about to make his 2nd end zone visit of the ball game. Down to the 5, the goal line, and Brandon Anthony that quickly puts Pikeville up 13-0. You just kept waiting for it to happen. And Anthony sheds a tackle, delivers a stiff arm, and puts it in the end zone. 61 yards with 1:56 to play here in the third. And Pikeville has added to its lead. It's now 13-0. Looney out for the extra point attempt. Ball is back. It's down. Kick is up. And it's good. 14-0 Pikeville. Back after this on the Kool Sports Network.
I'm April Perry, the CEO of Kentucky Farmers Bank. On average, our employees have been with Kentucky Farmers Bank for over 10 years, and that is important to you and us. We want you to know who you are dealing with. Whether you are financing a new home, buying a car, or remodeling your kitchen, Kentucky Farmers Bank is the better bank for all your needs.
Kentucky Farmers Bank, the better bank for all your financial needs since 1931. Located in Ashland, Summit, and Catlettsburg. KentuckyFarmersBank.com. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
I like having choices. I especially like to have choices when it comes to my insurance. As a trusted choice agency, Ron LeMaster Insurance provides choices for their customers every day. You get choices in the company's products, coverage, and prices that best fit your individual needs. Choosing to do business with a trusted choice agency like Ron LeMaster Insurance means you get their pledge of professional and courteous service. Ron LeMaster Insurance, your trusted choice agency.
One play, 61 yards, and Brendan Anthony gets his second rushing touchdown of the day. 10 carries for now 135 yards. He's got end zone visits of 58 and 61. And his 19th touchdown of the season has Pikeville leading 14-0 here with 1:56 to play in the third. So there was a penalty on after the kick against Pikeville, or against Raceland, excuse me. So that moves the ball up to the 45 is where Looney will kick off now. Now let's see if Pikeville tries to go with maybe a squib kick or try an onside kick inside of Raceland territory, leading 14-0. Looney will just put a foot to it and send it in the end zone. Now the Raceland offense have to figure out something in a hurry. And so far in the ball game, 128 total yards of offense. Pikeville with 163, but the problem with that, 119 of it has been on two plays. 2 touchdown runs from Brendan Anthony. So the Rams will start on their own 20, right between the hash marks. 2 receivers right, 1 left for Lundy. Browning in his left pocket. Webb is the H-back. Lundy takes play action. Down the seam he goes. That ball is tipped and nearly picked off. It is picked off. The third tip goes into the hands of Weston Bevins. There is a penalty marker on the far side. And the Raceland player is down. That's Parker Fannin. That ball was tipped 3 times. And for the moment, Weston Bevins runs underneath it for his second interception of the season. Now let's check in with our white hat of Victor Bush and see what the infraction is. Fannin is on his feet, being helped to the sideline with the athletic training staff, walking very gingerly. So the pass is intercepted at the 42-yard line. And then there's going to be a penalty against Pikeville from that spot that will go against them. That'll back them up 15 for an illegal contact. And it'll go back to the Pikeville 43. And again, you have to feel like that there had to be a big defensive play somewhere coming along. And was that the one that was coming from that mark? So the Panthers first down and 10 from their own 43. Anthony trying to get outside and gets tripped up after crossing the 45. A gain of 6 by Anthony. Second down and 5. Approaching 1 minute to go here in the third. 2-score lead by the Panthers. High snap. Back to Anthony. Shoving his man out of the way. And he gets tripped up after crossing the 40 of the Rams. Braden just saved another touchdown visit for Anthony. But the Panthers, everything rolling for the moment as they go down inside of Raceland territory. And they're going to get it down to the 38. Check that. That's a 37. That's a gain of 15 and a first down and 10. Their sixth of the ball game. This is just going to be Brendan Anthony rinse and repeat. A little shovel pass out to him, looking for a hole. And then a big pop there by Noah Wallace right in front of the Panthers bench. I don't know what numbers they're looking at from the press box, but Isaiah Dinger, I promise you, is not out on the field. We'll take him down to the 27 on a gain of 10 and another set of fresh downs as that takes us to the end of quarter number 3. Panthers lead at 14-0, looking for their 8th state championship. We've got 12 minutes to go to sign this one on the other side of the break on the Kool Sports Network.
Distinctive Specialties is celebrating over 30 years of serving area schools and businesses, and DSI wants to thank all the many customers who have made their businesses successful. DSI is located just down from Raceland High School. All the folks at DSI want to wish the Rams the best of luck. And don't forget, DSI can take care of all your screen, printing, vinyl, and embroidery needs. That's Distinctive Specialties, located at 511 Greenup Avenue in Raceland. Call 833-5551 or go to superkeys.com and be sure to find them on Facebook. Go Rams from Distinctive Specialties.
General Heating and Air in Flatwoods has been serving the tri-state since 1968, providing residential and commercial HVAC systems by installing quality York products. Isn't it time that you've had the peace of mind in your home knowing the quality work that York products provide? Call General Heating and Air in Flatwoods today, 606-836-8143. Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 4:30, closed on the weekend. General Heating and Air, keeping the tri-state comfortable for over 50 years.
14-0 our score as we welcome you back to Kroger Field for the fourth and final stanza of the Class Single A State Championship. Pikeville in front of Raceland, 14-0. Rams are going to have to score 4 points then. They've scored in 2 previous meetings here. Their first trip back in 2017, they got blown out by Beechwood, 41-0. And then they lost here last season, 41-9, to Pikeville. Pikeville trying to claim their third three-peat in school history while picking up their 8th state championship. If they do hang on and win, that would be the second three-peat. The first one was back in 87, 88, and 89 at the guidance of Howard Hilliard. The flip sides of the field. They'll drive it from right to left as I view it here high atop the press box at Kroger Field. And they'll have it 1st and 10 from the Rams' 37-yard line. And off Anthony. Little stutter step as he goes up the gut. Not much there. 2nd down. You got to think down Pikeville is going to slow things down tremendously. Try to burn off as much time as they possibly can. They've had the football only for 13 minutes and 3 seconds. But Anthony with a big day here today. 176 yards on 15 totes. Little shovel pass out to him again, trying to find a crease. Penalty marker flies after he falls across the 25 down to the 21. That was probably coming back for a hold. As they'll put the hold back at the 27-yard line, and it is going to come back. Replay 2nd down and make it 2nd down 20 now from the 37. Twin set for duty. Rams need to stop right here. Wants to throw it. Little delayed handoff, and it gets blown up in the backfield. Jackson Hyden makes the initial hit. Lyndon Salmon's also there. A loss of 5 back to the 42. They'll make it 3rd down and 25. Pikeville today has not converted on 3rd down. And that's crazy to think that they're leading 14-0 at the moment. In the last 2 games, Raceland has not allowed an opponent to convert a 3rd down try. They were 0 for 9 last week against KCD. Trips left, that's the boundary for duty on 3rd down and long. Pump, looking downfield, flush from the pocket. He'll sling it out of bounds into his sideline. As Evan Burrows was the man there that drove him to the ground. Pass is incomplete, and it's 4th down. So duty on the day, 2 of 7 for 11 yards. And Blake Connell will come out and try to pin the Rams inside their own 10. Still plenty of time for Raceland, but you got to think now you've got to find a way to get downfield and find some points. Connell gets a high hanger. It's going to take a bounce at the 10, check up, and a couple of tumbles down to the 5. You couldn't have walked that ball down there and placed it any better. So the Rams will have 95 yards of pay dirt in front of them. 9:59 to play in the ball game and trailing 14-0. Here comes Logan Lundy and his crew out. He'll go 3 receivers wide left. Browning in the back pocket. He'll stand in his own goal line with 3 hats across the line for the Panthers. Rolling out to the left. Floats it out to the far sideline. He's got his man there, Jonah Arnett, who makes the catch. They'll take him out to the 11-yard line on a gain of 6. 2nd down and 4. Lundy over 2,000 yards on the season now. The senior trying to mount a comeback here on his 2nd trip to the carpet after getting hammered last year against Pikeville and really wanting some redemption this season. Panthers showing blitz. Rams pick it up. Lundy flush from the pocket. Pulls it down and will run, pick up the first down. And Jeremiah Anderson tried to torpedo himself toward Lundy. He missed and was hugging nothing but air as Lundy will take it out of bounds and move the sticks for a red 8RX Pharmacy first down. Take it out to the 19 on a gain of 8. .9:43 on a rested clock. Rams down 14-0. Lundy wants to throw on first down. Pressure coming. Steps up in the pocket. Now moving out to the left. Throws across his body, and it's through his receiver's hands of Browson Rousey. Incomplete. It's second down. Might have heard a fan there screaming, they broke the huddle with 12. He's not wrong. They did. Arnett was the late one getting off the field. Bannon, Eisen, and Wallace wide right. Panthers showing blitz. They send 4. Lundy steps up in the pocket and gets free for the moment, and in behind him, Jeremiah Anderson gets home again. Penalty marker flies in the spot of the contact. And we'll wait and see what we get from that point. Looks like they're going to walk it off against Pikeville. So they gave Lundy the gain of 1 out to the 20. And then a personal foul against Pikeville of 15 takes it out to the 35. Lundy wants to throw on first down, zips it out to Rousey, far side, makes the grab, and then gets shoved out of bounds as the chain gang got upended. And I think more laundry on the field. There is another penalty marker over there as Caleb Black's a little slow to come up as things getting chippy here in the latter part of the ball game. So out to the 43 on a gain of 8, and then add another penalty on the backside of that. So a fresh 15, another red 8RX Pharmacy first down. And they'll move it down to the Panthers 43. 12th first down of the ball game for the Rams. 3 hats across the line. Lundy takes, gives it off to Wallace. Wallace shifts right, slips the tackle, lowers the shoulder, and gets down to the 36. Gain of 7. And now player down for Pikeville. That's Deontay Stevens, the man who trying to make the stop on Noah Wallace. Injury timeout. Back after this on the Kool Sports Network.
Not only is State Senator Robin Webb proud to support and congratulate our youth in all their endeavors in and out of the classroom, but your State Senator Robin Webb is also proud to support and work for all the adults in her district. Robin Webb strives to put forth the best for youth and adults alike. Whether it's in Frankfort or here at home in her district, know that Robin Webb puts you first in all of her decisions she makes. State Senator Robin Webb strives harder every day to make Kentucky a better place to work, live, live and have fun.
Sargent's Wholesale Tires now has 2 locations to better serve the tri-state. Stop by their Hoods Creek Pike store next to Aldi's or check out their new location at 4560 13th Street. You'll find incredible deals on tires for most cars, trucks, and SUVs. Sargent's deals with every tire company, and if they don't have what you're looking for, they can have it in just a couple of days. Don't miss the incredible savings on tires for cars, trucks, and SUVs at Sargent's Wholesale Tires, Hoods Creek Pike next to Aldi's, and now located at 4560 13th Street in Ashland.
Deontay Stevens held to the sideline and being attended to by the medical training staff. Looks like they're working on his left leg. So Raceland will have a football from the Panthers 37, 2nd down and 4. I think and now, trying to figure out what's going on with the officials. Have sent both teams to the sideline. Well, we have a break in the action. A big thanks to Kurt Robinson, State Farm Insurance. Kurt can take care of all your insurance needs, home, health, and vehicles. Good folks at Kurt Robinson, State Farm Insurance. Of course, all of our first downs brought to you part by Johnson Chiropractic, or Red 8RX Pharmacy, Touchdowns and Orange Zones visits brought to you part by Johnson's Chiropractic and all timeouts, Music and Miller Funeral Home. Of course, all of our great sponsors that jumped on this week for the coverage of the state championship game here from Lexington. And the rain looks like it has subsided. I think for the best part I can tell from the radar, it looks like it's going to move out. Class 2A game up next. That's Mayfield and Owensboro Catholic. And then the 4A game coming up tonight. That one will be, I think, probably the matchup of the entire event this weekend. Royal County and Highlands. Company Catholic. Highlands got beat last week by Cooper in the 5A game, and I think a lot of people expected, me included, that Highlands team to be in the 5A state championship game. The Class 6A game is going to be Trinity and Bryan Station, Louisville versus Lexington. And then in the 3A game, it's going to be Cal and Bell County. The question is, what can Daniel Thomas do for Bell County to try to keep them close to Cal? It's, I don't know. Cal is really, really good. They play on another level. That Thomas kid, he is second to none. He's phenomenal. And he's electric all the way through, but it's pretty cool to watch what Cal can do because, I mean, they can hit home run balls at any position, any place around the field. Still have no idea what the stoppage in play is for. It's not a TV timeout. The Red Hat's not on the field. So, I don't know if... Looks like they've changed out maybe the chains on the far side of the field. Instead of chains walking away, and looks like one of them's broken. That might have been the hold-up. All right, so back underway we go. 9:01 to go in the ball game. 14-0 Pikeville. 2nd down and 3. Coming up on this snap from Logan Lundy. He looks to the outside. Pressure coming up the middle, and they get home again. Drew Ferguson wraps him up and slings him down for a loss. That's the third time they've gotten home to Lundy. And that makes it 3rd and 11. They take him back to the 44-yard line on a loss of 8. 4th sack of the season by Ferguson. He basically came right off the nose and was untouched. Obviously, 4-down territory for the Rams here. Michael showing blitz. 3 hats across the line. They send 3. Lundy stands in the pocket, now steps up, takes off running. Fakes left, comes back right, gets down inside the 40 to the 39, and brings up 4th down. But Blake Cottle makes the stop, and for the moment it's going to be 4th down and 6, and the Rams season hinging on that 6 yards in front of it with inside of 8 minutes to go in the ball game and down 2 scores. 48% of the time, nearly 49%, they've moved the sticks on 4th downs this season. Today, 1 of 3. Wraparound blitz. Lundy rolls out, finds his man near side. Wallace has the grab, fighting for extra yardage and moves the sticks and a Red 8 RX Pharmacy first down as Lundy did a great job of moving the pocket with his feet and dumped it off to Wallace on the little drag right across as he'll get down inside the 30, back to the 27 on a gain of 12. So the 13th first down of the ball game, and the Rams knocking on the Johnson Chiropractic Orange Zone door, but they need points here and a defense to stop in a hurry. Lundy rolling out left, looks out. He's got Wallace there. He makes the grab and is immediately hit. Weston Bevins making the stop. We'll take him down to the 23 and a gain of 4. Second down, 6. Far side hash mark for the Rams. 6.5 to go in the ball game. Braden Webb in the backfield with Lundy. He'll pull it down, follow Webb. Right up the far side seam he goes, inside the 20, and the Rams are inside the Johnson Chiropractic Orange Zone, down to the 18. Gain of 5, and I can hear Mike Sammons from the other side of the field screaming at Logan, saying, you've got to hurry up. 6 minutes left to go. Rams down by 14. But they've got it 3rd and 1 from the 18 of the Panthers. Lundy's going to follow his blockers, tries to spin and come up off the far side, and I think the ball's down, and Pikeville has it, and they do. Blake Cottle recovers the fumble, and the Rams, once to get inside the orange zone, come away with nothing. The Panthers recover it at the 18-yard line with 5:48 to go in the ball game, and heartbreak again for the Rams. As the Panthers have 5:48 left to go to try to run this one out for state title number 8. Handoff right side out to the 25. Gain of 7. Let's pause quickly for station identification. This is Raceland Ram football on the Kool Sports Network.
WLGC-FM, Rena.
Gain of 7 by... Gain of 6, by Anthony. Second down and 4. Here's Anthony with a head of steam as he carries the pile across the 30 to the 31 and moves the stick. They put him down at the 30. So, 1st and 10, Pikeville. They pick up their 8th first down of the ball game. There's not too many nights, though, on a football game that you are 0 for 7 on 3rd and 4th down tries, including 0 for 6 on 3rd down, and you lead 14-0. The Rams with 2 turnovers, a fumble and an interception, and 2 big home run balls by Brendan Anthony. And that's the difference in this ball game right now as Anthony gets swept off his feet by Noah Wallace in front of the Pikeville bench. So gain of 3 makes it second down 7. Pikeville will take it inside of 4 minutes on this snap. Just heartbreak city again for the Rams. This was the season coming into this game. They felt like they had their best opportunity ever of bringing home that first ever state championship. And barring a miracle at this moment, it's going to be heartbreak city once again. This is just going to be a constant dose of Brendan Anthony. They take a little toss out to the near sideline. across the 35 out to the 36. It's a gain of 3. It'll be 3rd down and 4. 3:29 to go in the ball game. Pikeville can take it inside of 3 minutes on this snap. And if they can convert on their first 3rd down try of the ball game and pretty much milk out all but about a minute of the clock for the next 3 downs. They break the huddle at 7. They get set. Man comes in motion, and Raceland moves. Evan Burrows flinches up front, and that penalty is going to move the sticks, and a fresh set of downs for the Panthers. Seventh penalty for 66 yards for the Rams, who were averaging 5 for 51 coming into this ball game. So inside of 3 to go, Raceland with all 3 timeouts, which they'll have to start using at this point. This is 35 dive or pitch or sweep or whatever you want, but Brendan Anthony is who's going to get it. He'll cross the 40 to the 41 and get back to the line of scrimmage, no gain. And Raceland burns that first timeout. It's like you get so close to the point where you can just taste it. It was a 7-0 game for the longest period of time, and especially after Raceland gave up the touchdown. They went down, got to inside the 20. There was 18, tried the double pass. They get intercepted in the end zone. And then they get stop after stop and just never can find a way to put anything with it. They had a great drive going. They went with the Wildcat, and the snap over top of Noah Wallace's head, and it put them behind the sticks. And Panthers have dialed up perfect timing blitzes, working those linebackers on those kind of delayed outside curls, and there's a couple of times that they've gotten in behind Logan Lundy, and he's never even seen them coming. 3 sacks today. That the Panthers have gotten home on. Three turnovers, a turnover on downs, an interception, and a fumble. When you're minus in the turnover column, it's never a good day. I know it's one of the things that Coach Salmon's talked about so much. Is one of the numbers they look at very specifically is that turnover number. So 2nd down and 10, 2:24 to go in the ball game. From the Panthers' 41-yard line near side hash mark. Duty barks for it. Actually, it's a direct snap to Anthony. Finds a seam near sideline, slips the tackle 40, down the sideline 30, trying to stay on his feet, and is finally wrestled to the ground inside the 10. Braden Webb saved 6. They're going to say he stepped out of bounds back at the 19, though. And Brendan Anthony just, once again, another thorn in the Rams' side. Last year it was Blake Birchfield. This year it's Brendan Anthony. As that run will take Anthony over 200 yards for the 3rd consecutive week. .248 last week, 296 the week prior. This will be his 4th game this season. He's gone over 200 rushing yards. They'll direct snap it to him again, trying to stretch it to the outside edge. Still on his feet as the Rams finally jump on top of him at the 16. Gain of 3. Rams will burn that timeout, the 2nd timeout with 2 minutes to go in the ball game. It'll be 2nd down and 7. Panthers hearing it from their sideline, their fans ready to celebrate their 8th state championship. Could be the second time in school history they've gone three-peat. The first time was Howard Hilliard. Chris McNamee is going to staple his name in that conversation with championships now in 4 of the last 5 seasons, including 3 consecutive. Mike Salmon's having a heated conversation with one of the officials. During that timeout, he did not address the team whatsoever. He was talking with the back judge. The back judge just walked away from him. He's still barking from the sideline. The Raceland now with 1 timeout remaining. Panthers a first down, and they could put a knee on it in a victory formation. I would fully expect them to try to stick it in the end zone just because they can. Pour a little salt in the wound is the way it would go down. You know, you got to feel like they're probably looking at a tough loss they took there to Raceland back in September when the Rams won 7-6 down in Pikeville. But, again, as both coaches said after the game, there was no trophies handed out that night, no banners got hung. It all boils down to what it is here today. And once again, it's going to be the Pikeville Panthers winning Class Single A with the defeat of the Raceland Rams here this afternoon. Here's Anthony on a sweep to the right. He'll get down to the 11. It'll be third down. They'll make it third down and 2. The Panthers have not converted a third down today other than the one that they got the penalty against Raceland on this drive. Then we're going to get a personal foul against Pikeville. It's going to make it third down and 17 now. This is the longest sustained drive by Pikeville this afternoon. 8 plays, 55 yards, 5 minutes and 22 seconds, and counting. So the football goes back to the 26. Raceland with 1 timeout remaining. Clock rested with 1:52 to go in the ball game. Panthers break the huddle. Play clock's at 2. They're not going to get this one away. And they did not get that one away. Chris McNamee will burn one of his 3 timeouts remaining to save the extra 5 yards. All of a sudden, this is turned out by death on firing range by BB gun. Stay tuned with us after the game. We'll check all the scoring and stats of this one. We'll break down the final game of the 2023 campaign. What's going to send the Rams to the losers column for the 4th time this season. Pikeville will finish out the year at 12-2. Mike Salmons will lose for only the 10th time in 35 games in postseason play. So Anthony did not play against Raceland in that game back in September. Raceland allowed in that game only 110 total yards of rushing. And this season, the most rushing yards they had given up was 321. That was the LCA This will be the second most rushing yards the Rams have allowed this season, as Pikeville totaling 244 today. Brendan Anthony, 2 big home run balls, 61 and 58, averaging nearly 10 yards a carry. So we'll finally get back underway out of the timeout, make it 3rd and 17 after the personal foul call. Duty will just flip it out to Anthony. Anthony wants to throw it, floating it down toward the end zone. They've got their man there for the touchdown. So Brandon Anthony goes to the end zone and finds Braden Hall for 6. And makes it 20-0. We've got more laundry to sort out. So they got an illegal hit against Raceland, so they'll put the penalty on the kickoff. Looney out for the extra point try. And he booms that one through. 21-0, a minute 45 to play in the ballgame. Back after this on the Kool Sports Network.
Doubt, stress, anxiety, frustration. That was yesterday. Today is your day to get back on track to a brighter future. At Ashland Community and Technical College, we're open and ready to help now. With ridiculously affordable, amazingly flexible classes that can lead to highly paid positions in IT, healthcare, and more. The real world's tough, but not as tough as you. Visit kctcs.edu/findyourcareer.
JD Flooring, 2017 Ashland Road, Greenup, has been family-owned and operated for over 30 years, featuring top-of-the-line material, guaranteed installation, and absolutely no one can beat JD Flooring's price. Need to replace your current flooring in one room or the entire house? Call JD Flooring in Greenup, 606-473-0411 for a free estimate. A call can get your house ready for any occasion. You'll absolutely love your new flooring from JD Flooring, 2017 Ashland Road, Greenup.
Well, the best drive of the day for the Panthers. 9 plays, 81 yards. They throw some salt in the wound at the end with a touchdown pass and a halfback pass and make it 21-0 with a minute 45 to play here in the ballgame. And then the kickoff on the penalty goes out of bounds into the end zone for the touchback. The Rams will start it at their own 20. Rams come to the line one final time this season. Morgan Lundy, in his storied career, wants to throw, zips it out to his man who makes the catch, and he's met immediately as they fired out to Cam Bell, one of those seniors, 16 on the team this year. It's going to be a hard pill to swallow trying to replace a lot of these guys on this roster. You're going to lose your starting quarterback, your leading receiver, all of your linebackers, your running backs. I mean, Raceland's going to have a rebuild that they're going to have to go through next year. And Lundy gets dumped again. And at that time, Drew Ferguson gets home. Back to the 17 on loss of 2. Inside of a minute to go. 3rd and 13 coming up Lundy slings it out to Fannin. Near side, makes the grab, and he's well shy of the 20. Maybe got back to the line of scrimmage, and that's going to be it. They'll give him a gain of a yard out to the 18, so it's 4th and 12. Box at 10. Rams are going to get one final snap. Lundy's going to throw it for his final pass. Nope, he'll take it and run it. He'll run to the far sideline, slide down on the SEC logo at the 25, and that's your ball game. Pikeville's your 2023 state champions. They're 8th, 3 in a row for the Panthers as they knock off Raceland 21-0. Post-game after this on the Kool Sports Network.
Quality Marathon gasoline, great monthly specials on snacks and beverages, and fantastic service. Those are the qualities of Clark's Pump and Shops. You'll find a Clark's Pump and Shop near you in the Bluegrass State and beyond. And Rick and Brent Clark want you to know that they take pride in giving you the best prices and service, and they thank you for your patronage. Clark's Pump and Shops are a division of the John W. Clark Oil Company. Clark's Pump and Shops. Return, refresh, refuel.
There's a lot of places to invest your money and no shortage of advice, but I think a lot of these get-rich-quick schemes are good ways to get broke quick. That's why I like the CDs at my bank. Guaranteed, insured.
Great rates, plus the comfort of knowing your CDs are guaranteed and insured. That's First of People's Bank. For all your banking needs, see the good folks at First of People's Bank, the home office. Member Equal Housing Lender, FDIC.
If you're looking for a complete discount pharmacy with old-fashioned service and excellent prices, look no more. Since 1979, Stultz Pharmacy has provided our area with the finest in pharmacy care. 24-hour emergency prescription service, free delivery, and drive-through service for prescriptions. Stultz Pharmacy continues to fill all of your expectations. They carry a nice selection of gift items. For hometown service, see the professionals at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup. More than you expect from a pharmacy.
Stultz Pharmacy.
The Greenup County Public Library System is the best. Read the latest bestsellers in large print, regular print, or audio CDs. You can also check out movies or place a hold on a book on our website or call one of the library locations to place a hold. There are community meeting rooms available by reservation at all locations for clubs and organizations. And be sure to check out the Jesse Stewart Collection at the Greenup County branch. Check them out on Facebook and Twitter.
Doubt, stress, anxiety, frustration, that was yesterday. Today is your day to get back on track to a brighter future. At Ashland Community and Technical College, we're open and ready to help now. With ridiculously affordable, amazingly flexible classes that can lead to highly paid positions in IT, healthcare, and more. The real world's tough, but not as tough as you. Visit kctcs.edu/findyourcareer.
Final score here in the Class Single A State Championship. Pikeville 21, Raceland 0. Let's take you back through this one as it was a touchdown by the Panthers on their first drive of the ball game. Brandon Anthony goes for his first of 2 on the afternoon. A 58-yarder. It was 7-0 after 1. That would be our score at halftime. We go into the third quarter. A minute 56 left to go in the third, and Anthony breaks free again. 61 yards to the house. Pete Looney punches one through, 14-0. And then Pikeville decides to throw some salt in the wound at the end, and a halfback pass. And it's Brendan Anthony who tosses it 26 yards to Braden Hall. Extra point is good with a minute 45 to play in the contest. And it's 21-0 is your final score. We'll take a break. We come back. We'll look at some numbers as the Panthers are the 3-time state champs in Class Single A as we continue our coverage here on the Kool Sports Network.
J.D. Flooring, 2017 Ashland Road, Greenup, has been family-owned and operated for over 30 years, featuring top-of-the-line material, guaranteed installation, and absolutely no one can beat J.D. Flooring's price. Need to replace your current flooring in one room or the entire house? Call J.D. Flooring in Greenup, 606-473-0411 for a free estimate. A call can get your house ready for any occasion. You'll absolutely love your new flooring from J.D. Flooring, 2017 Ashland Road, Greenup.
I'm April Perry, the CEO of Kentucky Farmers Bank. On average, our employees have been with Kentucky Farmers Bank for over 10 years, and that is important to you and us. We want you to know who you are dealing with. Whether you are financing a new home, buying a car, or remodeling your kitchen, Kentucky Farmers Bank is the better bank for all your needs.
Kentucky Farmers Bank, the better bank for all your financial needs since 1931. Located in Ashland, Summit, and Catlettsburg. KentuckyFarmersBank.com. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
I like having choices. I especially like to have choices when it comes to my insurance. As a trusted choice agency, Ron LeMaster Insurance provides choices for their customers every day. You get choices in the company's products, coverage, and prices that best fit your individual needs. Choosing to do business with a trusted choice agency like Ron LeMaster Insurance means you get their pledge of professional and courteous service. Ron LeMaster Insurance, your trusted choice agency.
Distinctive Specialties is celebrating over 30 years of serving area schools and businesses, and DSI wants to thank all the many customers who have made their businesses successful. DSI is located just down from Raceland High School. All the folks at DSI want to wish the Rams the best of luck. And don't forget, DSI can take care of all your screen, printing, vinyl, and embroidery needs. That's Distinctive Specialties, located at 511 Greenup Avenue at Raceland. Call 833-5551 or go to supertees.com and be sure to find them on Facebook. Go Rams from Distinctive Specialties.
General Heating and Air in Flatwoods has been serving the tri-state since 1968, providing residential and commercial HVAC systems by installing quality York products. Isn't it time that you've had the peace of mind in your home knowing the quality work that York products provide? Call General Heating and Air in Flatwoods today, 606-836-8143. Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 4:30, closed on the weekend. General Heating and Air, keeping the tri-state comfortable for over 50 years.
Back here in Lexington, Pikeville defeats Raceland 21-0. Let's run through some numbers for you. For the Rams, 13 first downs. They were limited to only 76 yards of rushing today on 38 carries. And that may be, I'll double check here in just a few moments, that may be the fewest rushing yards they've had altogether this season. And actually, that ties them for their season low of 76 that came against Highland back in week number 4. So, Rams go 60 plays for 177 total yards today. 3 punts for 37.3. They had one fumble. It was the fumble by Logan Lundy there on that deep drive down inside the orange zone. 8 penalties for 81 yards. Had the football for 28 minutes, 53 seconds. 3 for 12 on third down tries. 2 of 5 on fourth down. They had the ball inside the orange zone 3 times today. Came away with nothing. Pikeville, 11 first downs. 30 carries for 244 rushing yards. That's the second most the Rams gave up this season. The previous was to the game against LCA when they gave up 321. Only the second time this year the Rams have given up more than 200 rushing yards in a contest. Pikeville snapped the ball only 38 times today. 281 total yards of offense, though. They punted it 5 times for 34.4 yards. 7 penalties for 1907. It was their possession time. 1 third down conversion. That came on a Raceland penalty. They were 0 for 1 on fourth down. They got it in the red zone 1 time. They did convert that opportunity. 21-0 your final score. We'll take a break. We come back. We'll look at individual numbers and wrap it up here from Lexington on the Kool Sports Network.
Not only is State Senator Robin Webb proud to support and congratulate our youth in all their endeavors in and out of the classroom, but your State Senator Robin Webb is also proud to support and work for all the adults in her district. Robin Webb strives to put forth the best for youth and adults alike. Whether it's in Frankfort or here at home in her district, know that Robin Webb puts you first in all of her decisions she makes. State Senator Robin Webb strives harder every day to make Kentucky a better place to work, live, and have fun.
Sargent's Wholesale Tires now has 2 locations to better serve the tri-state. Stop by their Hoods Creek Pike store next to Aldi's or check out their new location at 4560 13th Street. You'll find incredible deals on tires for most cars, trucks, and SUVs. Sargent's deals with every tire company, and if they don't have what you're looking for, they can have it in just a couple of days. Don't miss the incredible savings on tires for cars, trucks, and SUVs at Sargent's Wholesale Tires, Hoods Creek Pike next to Aldi's, and now located at 4560 13th Street in Ashland.
Want to keep your firearms and valuables safe and out of harm's way? Borders Sporting Goods has the area's greatest selection of Liberty safes with a wide range of sizes, styles, and colors. And Borders also has the Tri-State's best and most complete selection of firearms, hunting supplies, fishing supplies, archery supplies, knives, camo, and boots. From the smallest fishing hook to the largest Liberty safe, the best brands, best selection, and best prices in the Tri-State are at Borders Sporting Goods, Route 60 West in Ashland, where your money will be well spent.
Double Drizzle on Route 60 Ashland is your home for award-winning desserts. Just in time for fall and the holidays, Double Drizzle has several varieties of fudge, brownies, peanut butter balls and bars, potato candy, cookies, pinwheels, dozens of cupcake flavors, Oreo truffles, almond joy bites, even dog-friendly cupcakes. Go online to see it all. DoubleDrizzleSweetTreats.com. Open Tuesday through Friday from 8 to 5:30 and Saturday 8 to 2. Closed Sunday and Monday. Call 606-928-CAKE for Double Drizzle, Route 60 Ashland.
Hello, I'm Ron McLeod with City National Bank. We're very proud to invest in our communities where our customers live and work through fundraising, volunteering, and supporting community events. Now with even more branches and ATMs to serve our Kentucky communities with award-winning customer service, City National Bank is ranked #1 in customer service satisfaction by J.D. Powers and Associates. City National Bank, member of FDIC.
Back here in Lexington, let's run through some individual numbers for you. For the Raceland Rams, Noah Wallace 15 carries for 41 yards. Logan Lundy 18 for 25. Browning 5 for 10. Lundy's 13 of 21 for 101 through the air, 1 interception. He'll close out his career 6,300 passing yards, 85 touchdowns. Quite a way to close the book on what has been a 3-year run for the senior. Rousey catches 4 balls for 36. Wallace 3 for 36. Fannin 3 for 21. Jackson Heighton leads the way on the defensive side, 7.5 tackles, 1 for loss. Noah Wallace 5 tackles, 2 for loss. Both of those will certainly be missed on both sides of the football. For Pikeville, Brennan Anthony, 25 carries for 237, 61 is long, 2 touchdowns in the ball game. Duty goes 2 for 7 in the passing game with 11 yards. Anthony throws the pointless touchdown there at the end for 26 yards to close things out and make it 21-0 with a minute 45 to go in the ball game. Anthony led the way with 10 tackles, a sack, 1.5 tackles for loss. Jeremiah Anderson, 7.5 tackles. He had 2 sacks in the ball game. Panthers put together 3 total in the contest. 21-0 your final. We'll close it up when we return after this on the Kool Sports Network.
Immunizations are a vital part of your health. Ram Pharmacy now offers a complete line of immunization services. In addition to regular and high-dose flu shots, Ram Pharmacy offers Shingrix, the new shingle shot, as well as Pneumovax to prevent pneumonia in persons 65 and older, and now accepts Ohio Medicaid with free delivery to Ironton. Call 606-836-RAMS. That's 606-836-7267. Ram Pharmacy, 719 Greenup Avenue, Raceland, your friend in Christ, helping you with all your health care needs, offering free delivery in Boyd and Greenup counties.
Have you had it with your existing heating and cooling system? Well, now is the time to invest in a new one before the frigid cold days of winter arrive. And you know the place to go is Cadco Heating and Cooling, 2181 Winchester Avenue in Ashland. They have been in business for over 30 years and offer the best service, installation, and fair, affordable prices. Give Cadco a call and see what they can do for you. Or visit online at CadcoHVAC.com. Meeting the Tri-State's heating and cooling needs for 30 years, it's Cadco Heating and Cooling, 2181 Winchester Avenue in Ashland.
From hand-cut steaks to fall-off-the-bone ribs, Texas Roadhouse has something for everyone. Visit TexasRoadhouse.com or download the Texas Roadhouse mobile app to get on the wait list or place an order to go online. Fresh baked bread with honey cinnamon butter will melt in your mouth at Texas Roadhouse. Order their legendary catering for your next event. Texas Roadhouse, 501 Winchester Avenue, across from the Ashland Town Center Mall. Texas Roadhouse will help you support your local school.
Kimberly Perry, Rhonda Potter, Sharon Stevens, and Judy Jennings salute the Raceland Rams. No one plays harder than the Rams. Congratulations, Raceland, on your outstanding season and making the playoffs. Again, congratulations and best of luck from Kimberly Perry, Rhonda Potter, Sharon Stevens, and Judy Jennings. Go Rams, go!
Serving the communities of Raceland and Worthington since 1928, Raceland schools have been a beacon of learning and growth in the tri-state. A private school education at a public school price. Raceland's distinguished schools are a caring place where students can learn and grow. Committed to the future, Raceland's academic and arts programs rank among the top in the state, and test scores are among the highest in the area. Oh yeah, our football team isn't too bad either. We are Raceland, and this is home.
Final score, 21-0. Pikeville wins over Raceland to pick up their 8th state championship in school history, and they go 3 in a row for the second time as well, as Chris McNamee has won 4 of the last 5 years, leaving their name at the top of Class Single A football. Big thanks to all of our great sponsors throughout this season for coverage of Raceland Rams football, including all of our great folks at the Kool Sports Network. Dwayne Elliott back at Mission Control there on Winchester Avenue. Jeff Irwin taking care of the live stream. Greatly appreciate all their efforts. That's it for me. Final score here tonight, 21-0. Pikeville defeats Raceland. For everyone at the Kool Sports Network, I'm James Carter saying thanks for tuning in here on the Kool Sports Network.
You've been listening to the State Single A Football Championship game on Kool Hits 105.7 and the Kool Hits Sports Network. Tune in next year for more exciting high school football on the Kool Hits Sports Network. And be sure and listen all season long for high school basketball on the Kool Hits Sports Network and Kool TV.
Kool Hits, the greatest songs of all time.